kosomo ekamiensa omo entimi anti emu ba kokra omo push omo down sisi kwabia so se de nneema si ayekore de omo ne Southampton na eyi omo every league ni we ama Newcastle akoka Chelsea ho e wo soro ho top 4 no omo betime wuramu ana Chelsea about 31 games Newcastle about 30 games omo nyina wo 53 points Chelsea 4th Newcastle 5th hey it omo ko win omo game na outstanding na je say omo ne Chelsea oba be Chelsea every 4th position ho all right Tony anyway nyina ebebre and the UEFA Champions League matches quarter final matches no pamcho ampaye bedwa hwan na Asia Tony edi nyina ebre ansana yaba Africa hanso no CAF Champions League quarter final matches and ne nyina ne UEFA de nyina no 7 p.m. enti sabaya manfo de he na obehwe nyina ho sansam quarter final matches no mechire CAF awa ba betrase na wabiem kakra de amayen sanso na under 17 CAF ekoso Morocco no matches no san na enso eko we any other stories about one nyina no ye de ebremo of course Monte Carlo Masters no so tennis and so ekoso awa mo na betrase eno so no ode mu nsem ebebre nsem pi etim bobo nyina eso ansa na ebefie na yabedwendwen de ekoso enso ewo fie 0551599933 eho na audio message no efade amaye omo nyina akwa babiom Tony
Godfather.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nyame adom ho ye na unso e.
Nkopado meso me ho ye.
Godfather, Endra me a lot of messages.
Every
colleagues.
Okay.
Any family members.
Okay.
Me pa top 5 na ye no. A independent body.
Yes.
With zero interest.
Yes.
And a top 5.
Yeah.
Any nipa ba kwa adwene mu.
No crepa.
Ya hwehwem. Videos, evidence.
Body I trust what dey we want. Ye dey smile keke.
Enti omo mba top 5 no mum na mo no mo nkasa enye yen a e list no aya no mo beblemu yen there be de omo ye na ebeka enti wo futuo bi a na omo obetete omo din no wa from direct na watu omo fo
sure
ensempi na eba enna odus bi am tietie no family members
threat and a warning
ebi person mo ma me bribe nyina me nye madwuma sa
bribe there
very fair
o je bribe no
ha person
Ojin wa ha kwa kushia board no. Ntini board no.
Ntomo ofutu bia.
Yeah.
Oti onipa din a na wa frɛ no otu for direct. Said the oye no onyanye sa next week obesan so appear. Na sesi akwa manya sponsor.
Oh okay.
Mrs. Kessi ajiatum say
oh okay.
On say videos na ye jeje no to bia we negotiate no otu akakra. To bia just ofoka obetofu Ninya say Mrs. Kessi ajiatum say sponsor me. Very interested.
Okay. This is
na Saturday okay. And come up in a minute.
This is okay. This is trust no I say trust is a kitikiti miss or did you dey no do remu on interest or who Tony all right what do you first here this is trust no I say a shaky kakra
Saturday no
yes the or customer na me hwe na because assembly wa chiri so or kasa chiri wa ya careful pa yes obetima ya mana bro so but trust issues so all right oro si ko ade na odi no ho beka ho no o bibi wo tiri ah person ye mrs ya hu ni nyina do the trust the this is cuz ya hu ni nyina sure
yenchia no yo bia mrs
entra ho
o ye bruta
do the be because listen aso fo nyina wo
yenyu obi amfiri
o yi ho a na obe board me say o ye hu ye no o se mpakani a ono akra agya tum say ati ase so ye sofo ba wa hwe ase but nyame nti obepeja
obepa
ono na wo ne papa e konfo obi antimi no sofo utimi ka so papa e konfo obi antimi te so papa mu na ogidie wo Tony ori onko so what listen uni keke
award you na me da say before say you be onkofo close no ye be call aboabo as usual enra e middle big game no eba so aswase any brokom eboye we Interzongo community tournament na course way the 28th edition ti enra goals a PFA match na our Kessben television so aswase eshe bako emo abookrom and so eshe bako ene day 4 p.m. our middle be aboabo mempasen any oforikrom and airball when so another big game and basu ntimumi nyina yen share our middle be 4 p.m. mempasen versus oforikrom weekend way Saturday we ya and the maiden edition of the Kumasi Entertainment League, and also a chance here na a Saturday special league, and so airball day 1. They so and then F line and a boy, man F line, so by 6 goes to 5. Ashtown Trashin. UGC by 5 goes to nothing. Swami Etete Aquatia line by 7 goes to 1. And Chronom Edin Kunim over airport so enti Saturday day 2 no so air 2 so we Kumasi Entertainment League day 1 we the maiden edition Saturday and day 2 no and so air baso we so aniegina na yet too far near her summer air course so uncle for a cross so and Champions night. Why ebe win the first leg of the quarterfinals. Now 2 games are Barcelona. Ninina no big ones. About 7 Bayern Munich and Inter Milan ebe but the same time. Now Arsenal host to Real Madrid omo and so ebe could never chance here with Bayern Munich and Inter match now. Barcelona obekai Frank Belal Ribery ono former player. Emma Bayern Munich oko Italy so playing. Eko boy Emma Fiorentina or send game way a game 2 teams no ama level no pepepe hinta eno soro enchen Bayern Munich so level no eno soro pi enchen Inter Milan 2 clubs and level no very very similar na sa game way it will be determined by fine margins wa we be taking or chances o moment here no wo and I between I carry the ninth now game way be very balanced be thrilling and be unpredictable game way match and emu be there also Bayern Munich a lot of absentees players are absent because of injuries now so trust Bayern Munich about the Champions League winning mentality person win game way because then you better count as one of the greatest teams we are something Champions League now I consider now Inter Milan so a team a very positive minded club defended a lot of goals and then about witness between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League now Jan Sommer a former goalkeeper Bayern Munich and better goal post moon Eddie Etienne former club also enjoy every moment to be or share yet both on the field and then off the field now other good Emma Bayern Munich in match no a big game now we Bayern Munich a team now bought with a lot of courage players bought with akuku drokes here and then match no Bayern Munich enko hide now I rely on counter attack and I'm say our daily players out front into match no ebe biem na very aggressive and so a press high Inter Milan for taking note of Bayern Munich strength and weakness in the match where just the first leg and decided you qualify return leg and a betchere club and so ebenya qualification across the semi-finals. Bayern Munich coach Vincent Kompany or see Inter Milan club take you movement very dangerous rely only on counter attack for say Inter Milan sit back now rely on long balls now attackers and I'm say a lot of pace in normal punish show also there be to build it up from the back now if you goalkeeper APM defenders na ba midfield kakra na abedu attack Bayern Munich team no so a similar team enti enade we fana expect a lot of goals Bayern Munich share Inter Milan enso nya kwanya moment no enso etimi eteki na before say ye beko Madrid ne Arsenal game eba so enanyume Emirates no Ronaldinho enso akasa Gaucho former player Edema PSG obo Barca and afi Brazil national team AC Milan so onya akonya kosi akan edemo na Gaucho and airball killing Mbappe abaso or say Mbappe and friend na Mbappe or a great player or admano both on the field and off the field our name bia say nemum adeɛ baako a ɛyɛ distinctive ɛyɛ adeɛ timi separate omo pa ɛyɛ omo ko Spain clubs omo boy olum sɛ ono Gaucho Boma Barca ɛna Killen ɛbɔ ɛma Barca rivals ɛyɛ Real Madrid ne kwa ne adeɛ baako a obetimi aka sɛ ɛda nso ɛwɔ mo mienu amontem woyɛ no a ɛba ne skills ɛba ne growth dia Mbappe was slightly ahead of him nanso ball ne deɛ omo ebienu enim boye papa nti Mbappe wa join a club ɔwɔ ɛyɛ akwanya sɛ obetimi achieve a lot of titles or we the world and no any message Gaucho and so editato we are the source of the former club PSG or one new number 10 a year Dembele born Dembele boss say ni de ehupa the man efe a ghost now or the kind of born no no now or you player be a who any din any profile born now or bona because or Brazil BB e want Nimuka because Brazil for the we are almost see ebo born sapepe and Dembele ebo nenso no de or the ghost account this season there or no any player obia and so a bullet into on try now on for PSG and so enye bibi wey ene nsema Gaucho waka ede afa aye Dembele ho ewo PSG ene David Raya ebe start in goal ede ama Arsenal ede etia Real Madrid na Raya say first leg no very very important say obo fie no also maximizing also taking advantage of home game and also bonity ne also mo edin kunim first leg of the Champions League game and omo ene Real Madrid so able urini in the first leg return leg empempi ayana emano enso eye America kra Thibaut Courtois aye goalkeeper ono so best started at the ama Madrid and all Arsenal team na so say season wey omo fighting for the league Champions League so omo nya bad into any match no a game very open mummy ntin sama Thibaut Courtois waka e dia for Arsenal omo team no ho.
I think we have a lot of respect for Arsenal. I have a lot of Arsenal friends, so of supporters that are friends of fans of Arsenal. So obviously I know they have been doing great. That they've been close to winning a Premier League. And they're playing well. They had a young team with some experienced players, have a good mix. They defend well, they can press high, they can defend in a low block. They are quick on the counter-attack. They have people who can score easily. Obviously, they have the set pieces. So we know it's a team hard to break down and a team that can score easily also. So we have a lot of respect for them. And yeah, we analyzed well how they're playing.
Thibaut Courtois, goalkeeper Emma Los Blancos say omo huge respect Emma Arsenal omo ebobo kono Carlo Ancelotti see an experience ebe here ye pa Madrid e players at this point omo ehuni nyina Champions League no omo abo nti ne de betimi aye the X factor e de ama Madrid experience na omo players no most of them ewo eno na ene ebeba into bear mummy ntin nsema Carlo Ancelotti or the betuja
experience, the inner belief that you have.
The experience in this competition is really important. Really, really important. The experience, the knowledge, because the experience means you are not afraid to play this kind of games that put on you a lot of pressure, because a really important competition. And so this is come si dice eliminatoria in inglese? Face to face, 800 face to face, and so a lot of pressure on this game. The experience is really important. The fact to have a lot of players that already played this kind of game give to the team.
Madrid ever rely on experience because omo players at this stage omo hone nyina game and omo ball e Emirates against Arsenal. Mikel Arteta say o a player o a coach a moment be say na o person who say o ball a Champions League game against almighty Real Madrid as a player, as a coach where mu be say na o person enjoy moment Mikel Arteta
in our hands to play the game that we want and to take the game in the direction that we want. In order to achieve that, that's why we're going to need our people playing every single. That's why I came into football, that's why I came into management, and especially to this football club. It's been 20 years since we had this type of game, and for us it's a great opportunity to build our own story, and this is what we're here for.
Beautiful part of the season. Is it one of the biggest nights, if not the biggest night in management for you personally?
100%, I mean, it's a joy. to prepare the game, to look at them, just to look at the reaction of people and how we feel about ourselves coming to a game of that magnitude.
We Arsenal omo coach Mikel Arteta na no see ape na Bukayo Saka and so they be a source say and Champions League supporters never India numbers omo capable say omo etimi ahye Madrid mo team no omo huge respect at the Momo Saka and Sunni.
I think just looking at our home record in the Champions League itself, I don't think we've lost a game in the last 2 seasons there, so I'm sure they know that, and yeah, they need to be ready because we're pretty good at the Emirates.
And do you sense, having come back into the team, you're obviously a big leader in this team, do you feel that the rest of the players are now sort of galvanised, focused on the target to win this title?
Yeah, I think with or without me, the objective is the same, and it's to beat them and go to the next round. So I think, yeah, with me coming back, it's still the
objective really say Arsenal be mad no matter the next round. Now for the past 2 seasons, Madu Nakasa ya aware say Arsenal were Emirates Eden pass omo ebe lose game. It is our record no so ebe favor Arsenal omo a football club no. Na enye nenko na Champions League games eba so na me much na ebenya another 2 games eba so Dortmund ebe ba Montjuic omo any Barcelona ebe shia Seko Gurasi striker Emma Borussia Dortmund or sine idol Robert Lewandowski. At this stage Lewandowski only be here to prove or a striker or established watch say goals no only Michel Wabobo Germany, Wajini Dean, Spain, so air count, so numbers, no banner, air banty, Seko Gurasi, Edutum passer, or China, any easy. Champions League group face, almost any Barca, air boy, Emma Lucy by 3 goals to name or China, an entirely different game, and so air ball. Now, over statistics now, this season, you read this year, 2025, again, what team Asher Barca, and I say, Omoya away, numbers no eka saman home, say Barca this year, again, what team Asher, so Embro Dortmund, so say, aye coach Emma Dortmund aye Niko Kovac unu se one Hans Flick aye adwuma El Bayern omo aso ye or say oh na niaje pass on the former coach no eba be share bim El Park no so this time omo ba as opponent na ohe club na Bayern team na coach no ahye no Barca team na coach na ahye no ehu papa because omo very dominant omo possess game no ball no omo ball the camera and goals no so e flow woto enti watching match no just say omo defend better na omo take omo chances omo enya moment bia na omo seize the opportunity nyasa Barca for enso ebetimi apanish omo yankwa Liverpool asoye obeka Harry Kewell ono so edensam edi atudwa na Harry Kewell said ebe ha adwene pass Liverpool ebelusu Trent Alexander-Arnold Mo Salah and Afi Van Dijk mo bi ensem man Harry Kewell ono former Liverpool player no or they atujwa afasa players are contract no running out no.
It's a tough one because you don't want to lose your best players. You don't want to lose a homegrown player first and foremost. England international. He grew up there. He's played very well. He's won everything that he needs to win. He's probably one of the, as a natural crosser, he's probably one of the best that the Premier League's seen. So to see him go is. Look, if he goes, would be a disappointment, but the fact that he's in that opportunity, it just means he's a great player. Mo Salah, what he's achieved at Liverpool, in you'd say that the space of time is nothing but phenomenal. Again, it's a tough one because he's coming to that age, and who knows what's happening with the contract situation. I think Liverpool will be disappointed because he does score a lot of the goals, but sometimes when you do see a great player move, it kind of blooms other players. And that gives them more responsibility. So you never know, you may have that kind of advance with the other players coming in and scoring more goals. But no one wants to see him leave. He would be a massive loss, not only to Liverpool, but to the Premier League as well. Because I think he's also a good ambassador.
And just Liverpool, elusu Mo Salah, a very massive blow. And yet to Liverpool in Premier League no so ebelusu adie kese pa. We eso aliejina na Yakob Ban Herbal Hospital. Ban Chenfor Ban don't pay the best by far. Yako Ban Hospital na akuti omunkra to sima ebape ye the stories no dodo na ebetu aso di amount.
Cratchy, unemu bua unkoisha Dr. Man uye den wa ha. When you don't pay me a day, no one call Dr. Margin say.
Laka.
Hey, bye-bye. This is good. What?
So good afternoon, sir. This is my father. We come from Nigeria, and he has issue with the leg.
The leg broke?
We don't know.
No, it broke. Ow! Me, I'm a specialist about bones. I will deliver you now. Then you go to Nigeria back.
Cratchy, unemu bua unkoisha Dr. Man uye den waha. Unye dompe mu yade no wan ko Dr. Margin say befa. Onu pe ni dompe na dodo uda dompe be wagodo empem. Wotimi hwehwe dompe santi ni dompe wa bebo nsem. Wose yade e bebe de nyuma paso so ani nyame kwana meka. O dompe mu nim di ono ana ye expect nyazanfo no. O akra any kumasi dompe mu expect yen kan kireo.
Yes, sir. What are you doing?
His
leg is broke.
Actually, we are not specializing when it comes to bone issues.
What in Pefe say? You are not specialized in bone healing. Hey, Spino, I didn't want to call Dr. Bango. Then this guy's got one of me. Oh, but you know, look, you know, say Dr. Ban is the best when it comes to bone issues.
Well, Doctor,
please, you came to look for Dr. Ban, isn't it? This is not the right place.
Well, he brought us here.
Listen to me. I am taking you to Dr. Ban.
But I hire Herbal Hospital. Now, no person say you be a few three so be soon. I say, you shame your winning in 2 I say. Mammy, dear, and I'm over Bumway, and the Ukutapuma, who sees ya chia. Ukutu J, one of my new sugar crack. Man, ya walk on and say, Papa, ya walk on and say, the Kutu J, and no one be coming. Bow wa, yen Tenasima Kutu J, a Mukubi. Bow wa Kutu J, you be 2 I say, I'm a Niger, a year pay. It is ready a one son any ye. When it does win in answer, the woman they are cancer. Mr. Wako Bobo and answer one of Wama, ties up, power, name will be see pain. Branaya de Yenche, yet they have buying cake and a better so. Yanko Padum, I find a better so. Nkaseni numpena etetina eha dwini nyina no Yankopa duni nyina beto atoa ama numpeni nyina aye kama
Papa actually Papa Papa is working. No, don't hold it. Papa is working.
Herbal Hospital. Specialists in every kind of bone disease. Spinal cord, swelling of the arms, arthritis, bone injury, swelling of the leg with reddish color around it, and so on.
Ediana teti wo, ediana ma wura wo, ediana mo wani da so asa. Ba wo ho a, ani da so wo ho. Ba ye wo Accra ye wo Spintex Road 18 Junction. Kumasi ye wo Atonsu Agogo Government Hospital n'animu a. Ye numbers yi na egu asi freye. Ade bi e kire wadwena na se ye ruwa bi eteti obi ano. Ye beboa ma yaruwa ni nyina ase atu ama nkunimde awie peye. Ma me emfa ho ne ba bi a wo free ba papa. No kwasam se ene wiase afa na nyina ni Nigeria ne Ghana ha ene ba bi obi a wona bi fra brochire bi fri hen e ba ba so yeye enti ba bi a wo no panifo se adedie kwan nwa ba bi a wo bia fo woni kire ba ya so yeye ha na wo ba ya so yeye ha sebisebio nya fe ne kwabrane ba betwe wo nan ne tenten bia maame papa ye de ahaban keke ena Nyankopon adom ye de beto so na numpene nkasa ni babi a cheche bia na haban betene ni nyina kama ba achamfo ba yarwena bejare
Ba Herbal Clinic
ba achamfo ba yade nyina ebedwane ntikwaso a na epeke numbers no na frɛ na ebeje waresa ba Herbal Hospital so ye ana yekoya yekotie omo enkrato no yenko Chelsea aso ye enra Newcastle United omo konya win over Leicester City. Leicester omo the first club at omo 8 home matches omo enwini bi na ni nyina chi no omo sanso enya goal 8 defeats in a row. Ewo omo Premier League ni mu omo sanso enche go nti eno a in the EPL game about no Newcastle United ko shomo Kessben Sam omo entimi anti ama Newcastle aboria the top 5 of the league table English Premier League nti eno match no any all the goals na we ewo Kessben television so na Jamie Carragher echiremu a eno a Newcastle we win we ebe ma de no ayehu e ma Chelsea na wa assess teams ni nyina ebe den se Chelsea ebe finishing within the top 5 at the end of the season. And league no Liverpool ebejen over top 4 now. Ebe Liverpool, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Man City, 5th place team no. Ebe Newcastle, Chelsea. Onye sure say omo betimi a finish within the top 5 because Newcastle games now omo ebe bono emu emre or they compare Chelsea enti one na ya adwene Chelsea top 5 omo betimi ameki anase omo enso entimi emeki we Jamie Carragher nsama former Liverpool player enso edi atujwa AC Milan omo game omo e ball draw 2-2 Saturday e was San Siro omo ene Fiorentina no na omo player enso ekopraye na Jimenez prana okopra we mu chese enye hukura anu nti it is suspected say the next game AC Milan ebebono eye Jimenez nso betime si akan ede ama AC Milan omo club no Man United enya jatum say omo striker obe leading line obe bo omo pa Liam Delap no ebo Emma Estridge o hwa akwada ne height o hwa ni effectiveness goals o hye any ball na obone dia omo e ogidie pass oba ebefa anu ntima United show interest e wo Liam Delap mu se omo nya na omo enso epe delete ebe ya available for ochina Europa League Man United omo enso any Lyon airborne delete nso konya injury kakra na enso it expected so ochina one kwabe menu coach ne penko ade a omo mienu enso ebetimi abo Antonio Rudiger contract na running out no round the bobo kon beso ma extend na SK clubs omo airpen sa Saudi Arabia offers na ba na eba for Rudiger Madrid embeso be continue manim ya omo start ya omo ni Antonio Rudiger enso edin komo Liverpool ejotum se omo nim hono omo ehia some augmented Madrid omo attacker Rodrigo Enam Vinicius any Mbappe into until more ni favorite position Liverpool ekwafa Rodrigo na omode Alexander Isak oboma Newcastle so the assource into 2 players Liverpool target to mo pa no Alexander Isak and Rodrigo obo Emma Madrid na Benoit Badiashile defender obo Emma Chelsea also obo Chelsea a lot of expectations go for expecting P na dey free ho na UEFA Conference League no doubt obi agitum say Chelsea na also moje omo enim sansu gen because omo bama a bigger club and Chelsea so a club omo here trophies pa enti expectations no huge eso there nanso UEFA omo Conference League Chelsea kwan bia so omo mom na ebeje edi esi omo na so Godfather Roma for a close on some way so na ye gina na ye di esi
Midi Bessia Kessben Television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel near 121 ye sign aba na ya be bon komo kakra me pamcho ye peja ye mu a nsmp ho nsmp ho enti ye basisia na ye de mabamu no abre Dr. Imonatha Balm of Gilead. Doc, Pacho anopei boko.
Nyame adom pacho boko.
Ili yankopon asipa.
Pacho nanso e.
Yankopon de bia eye kama. Yeah, eba kakankra.
Yes.
Eba. Yes.
Never me ho
all right.
Yes.
Ura has a perfume fufuro bia san. De bia de fufuro. The week bia de bia usisem perfume usisem.
Pacho dem.
Sa. De fufuro bia. Oba.
Ne boncho fofo.
Oh, sa. Okay. Sana obe Canada minima de. Ama hasanya bibisu so.
Eno my lucky pa.
Na na pede na de brain.
Yo say do me lase. Eno aye kasa kakra efa ekwan diabetes ne high blood pressure hypertension complications are etimi efa so edeba ye betimi stop na anope ya be de nyanyame hu ye mobo yama etiefo ne ahwefo nyina good morning biem ye betu peptic ulcer ase nyankopɔn yɛ yadoma ɔkyena puada ɔde yɛn kwa ɛkyɛ ya yɛbɛtu prostate enlargement prostatitis and any form of prostate disorders ase na anɔpɛ yaba no die na mepɛ sɛ first of all mema ahwɛfoɔ ne atiefoɔ hu ne sɛ ɔfa biribi te sɛ peptic ulcer ɛyɛ ekuro a ɛtɔ gastrointestinal tract yɛfa gastrointestinal tract na ɛstart free yano na akɔ ɛnde ɛwɔ yɛn anus ɔbɛfa yano a yɛdidi a yɛ masticate aduane no na yɛ resa na mu bubu na nante ɛfrɛ no motility. Then there will be a secretion of enzymes no ɛfrɛfrɛ nnuane na afili emu asate sɛ ebubu nikenika na emu abubu awie no absorb ama baby a ɛwɔ sɛ ɛkɔ no akɔ na nnuane no yɛwɔ gastrointestinal tract no yɛwɔ hollow organs and yɛwɔ solid organs obɛfa solid organs na yɛwɔ pancreas ɛwɔ hɔ yɛwɔ gallbladder hɔ yɛwɔ yɛn liver ɛwɔ hɔ ofa the hollow organs na yɛn esophagus ankasa ɛne yɛn intestines no in fact ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ some of the cancer and hollow organ na baby a me concentration ɛbɛkɔ paa ne sɛ adeɛ de peptic ulcer ɛba a yɛ ekura ɛtɔ o digestive tract no no the major causative agent or this area ne ba Helicobacter pylori ya born running cause bacteria H pylori na ye de ono to nkyɛn a ade etimi san kofa ba NSAID da anti-inflammatory drug non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs are sometimes classified as a painkillers no some of the groups there were opioids on your NSAIDs and so na me concern pa ne say ulcer edrun twasie infectious disease all right but obefa ulcer as an infectious disease caused by a pathogen bacteria na so one for some protocols be anto ho there wouldn't be any means so be to ulcer sida one we obeka so okọ hospital no doctor na show but na doctor na show pa nenso ode kakra e wo so wo de beka ho no onyeye one yen sade a in fact obefa more medication than what there was over more education. The essence of the more education in is now they can't the local hospital pharmacists be and I say doctor the no now what me up to those protocols no in place ama what do every area no so do adia ulcer eyewa ededini which mean bloated stomach utimi enya belching o belchi aduane ne eba ya no anase nsu kra na o belchi o appetite etimi ko ana more important sometimes no krampo no eya na nyema yunyan nti obi o vomiting etwa so obi on mo what happens is that o feel so dizzy na it say obi nso o peso o faint no and obi o unya lower abdominal pain obi also unya back pain obi o kwampa ne de na ehu asymptomatic no sign emma sign bia mpoma yes obi o ane de no say do sign bia emma na obi o nso a otiminya rapid heart rate obon say obi ana koma ebo ntem ebe te say there as or blood pressure related issue ben nya sa ha obi otiminya angina pectoris as ne bo ha no no na eye ne ya na hihye no obi okrampo etimi affect ni sleep ontimi nayi and a whole lot of ekeka be say ulcer echiwa your 4 ways are you betimi akamba aba ya kire no yen target way pan say one you be do mo na course yare ne free ho number 2 unyi mo ne free ho a number 2 e wo se ekru ne mu because ekru yefunu kru a eto gastrointestinal tract ne number 3 e wo so ma symptoms na issue no number 4 who achieve these 3 objectives no any middle of watch would they achieve their accomplish my vision number no and say a cover complication ba sometimes we won't say me my friend no say mitine me an enko be me no mtipae edru no won't say one na bia me yemu ya kakra ana say makoma bontem kakra ana say echiwe me nkoye moda mu hwehwɛ mu no na bon sɛ me brɛbo anaasɛ me sa ɛho akye bɛ wo ba balm of Gilead a one yeyi bacteria ne free hɔ no number 2 yɛma ekuro ne wu yɛma symptoms na me boboy ne ɛma no 4 ɛbɛyɛ comprehensive in such a way say no side effect because ɛyɛ organic ana over balm of Gilead ne yɛ ma yɛn protocols a yɛde reverse peptic course na medication yɛ supplement no yɛde ma na woyɛ wadwene sɛ wagye awi nto wawi a oboa results unya da because eduro into ulcers sɛ wo peptic course nnuane bi te sɛ gaseous foods ɛwɔ so wo twen ho so yo ore symptoms na me bobo na gaseous food me bobo on say ore symptoms na me so obi belche obi bloati enuane no didi o unidi o the moment a obi crave so me condo me pese me di we na there will be a release of me your friend pepsin and na major enzyme a eboa me nuane emububu with the combination of hydrochloric acid and until pepsin esi no enya release pe na wonya ni di ya onum nsio wo ye fasting e koma de wache o stomach pH no beba form pH wo form a acidic zone e basa inflammation is our symptoms na me bobo no e beba eno nti no oba balm of Gilead ye cho say enwani bi te say gobe anase awachi anase enkatenkwan anase medi kwadu mede enkate aka ho no omo different digestibility rate enti enkatenkwan me di benku benku no krampo no emole ne kano I mean every fermentation process be an ethanol alcohol and carbon dioxide obefa carbon dioxide gas and ethanol acidic apathy and say alcohol on say ni pH no form and say do bibi team in sakeke ensio krampo neutral no ensio gu fresh na ensese now where about say in chromomo ewo ho enti say bibi fufuro no koni pedwin ma obeti ya o but na nya saa de ne de osane bo enti obi ho a o peptic ulcer o pemuko o di enuane a eye acidic abrobe anka anase those when you tutunefo wanya basic introductory we kakra wejejai but say udidi mpo na wo me a 1 million no because of say ulcer no na wo senka nnuane no uchichire me 4 to 5 times a day within a bit by bit no udi na at once na 1 million no ebe mo feel bloated e basa sign e beba be wo balm of Gilead ye be chiro ha wo be didi no even o person won no awachi na udi a ye be chiro ha wa awachi no obedi no
o charge o bobo gobe
yes
numbers ube piankofo ana
no ya be chiro ha wa gobe no ube no na gas no wo beans no beans gaseous legume enkate gaseous legume ube for bibi ti say cabbage one of the cruciferous vegetables it produce gas ni na no ya be modi o be chiro ha obe no ano we in food chemistry you bet show some of the natural catalysts and the nema ebe kanta ama nema abafom obi o ha ono awacha we de kan ne no obi o ha o ye enkate you bet show how obeye no nto mo say within a time no unnu a ofa enu how udidi fa u discipline o ye obon say the results aba obi o say jo o osano or sorry and the breakfast within an upon 9 o'clock. Time or betting case commenting and obedi. Time or betting case also no monsieur and obenumus show and no enthusiasta. Or osa or remy, or team so, or teamy, or radio so, or Ghana, or Kumasi, Takra de Accra, and I say any part of the region. I said, oh, me or my miss of my maybe or a presence of mammy. Also, o treaty ya for 15 years or by when you do 2 weeks stopping why ambassador for a also mommy.
Wow.
Almost serious note. Or a presbyter of mammy Kessia pa. Oba balm of Gilead, you the 7 days it was as but you bet you on only swamema. Because medical can say any supplement you the man hope enemy to also see a lifestyle. So who deal with a near man a proton pump inhibitor, but it's a popo containing papin. Obefa boyfriend huna say yo one of the serious American pepsin pepsin no enzyme it release can say a boama breakdown of digestion no facilitate your cost and ECL no. But the moment our cells in our system no it releases a lot of acid no, there should be a day cantano more friend who no keke. I bet sure how the bay recipe with cucumber na bia was sonny so no odi bio jini bio gumo. Now far your natural product you said yo I'm telling you so be results. But oh ma me oh nini you bet sure so I member oh member because many can't say oh yeah enko one you be do sika kwa also a drone twice and to buy a hole na the bet show the way to race with the do see oh yeah dear member and to baby senior high school or university oh yeah sofo oh yeah imam oh yeah wine no when you pepti course and now pursue to us here there the cabin empty for the 20 a hotel and next and the opposite over Accra and so your west leg one pay number Thursday and Saturday Accra number Friday tapra de for mabomas shimuache this Friday nyame adomo me wo hono moba Kumasi and Swa, you the cabin and you don't turn on this and the opposite. Yeah, queen, said, oh, champion.
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Vinegar,
in fact,
very senior man.
Oh, yes. Only a friend senior man. The American said, oh, would be our person also would di quadu or restricting home from acidic foods. But opposite would do watermelon, opposite would di quadu, opposite would di bofre, I local prepared. Bofre but okoto bofre ana kwadu ene watermelon na edru eguso a obenya reaction eno ne say onuane a obekwa akoto no fa bi wo gini bi eden e wo ro ho enam ene vegetable salad a obeye na wo de bi egu ho na wo de bi nsu gu nsuo mu a wanom na senyame ne monyam ompewe na opeden
okay
yene esi hanom
alright
enti ba bi a ho bia no e wo Ghana ha ofre ya ne mom oba Kumasi adia Asida house pe e bi wo ha oba Accra Asida towers e bi e wo ho enti be show se sie no tag mo ho biem enti at the right time no ye de ne mo gu akwan mu bi be fine patron number no eye 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 21 71 and I said 0539 86 38 0539 86 38 some of friend numbers here baby am all Ghana have mon sabit makabi name Kumasi de Asida house Accra Asida towers o yare osa me pa chon me show bokese pa se bra eno me kasa for diabetes and blood pressure na ye mo kidney nso enye kama say no
yes you be that pa Dr. Edmonasa say balm of Gilead fa wo yare bia e kire ho na omo ebeboa eye free ho tentem de wo de akomia bebre a untimi no mpa jo di mfie sen wo de fako o se nakakra bi nyakopon ya adoma obeyi ni nyina afiri ho enso de amamo na nyame ahira so balm of Gilead nyakopon ensa ewom vinegar no Brasida house wa wenya bi ato o fruita o di mpa jo fa bi hovro ho kodu wanka ne ansa na obedi kura no fa bi hovro ho vegetables ahodo fa bi hovro ho unam a ba bechi una ma oben se wakoto e wo mayanka na ntwina ma ponche ne ho ahwa ni nyina no fa bi hovro ho ansa na wadi na ebeboa o ye papa Brasida house wa ubenya bi ato Kessben television Kessben 9.3 Kessben 9.2.9 Accra na fe mu amohwe live o DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 and UEFA Champions League matches quarter final matches no ebehwem kakra enra matches ekoso na Leicester City enche bia and adi say
2016
almost shoko ewiase nyina no 2016 oh enra King Power Stadium oh
Newcastle for mamia
3-0
na jina amongst no way
Who's it?
Monks on the way.
Me dear. Monks no, and what dear Tinye baby, catch them, say, be a ball. You catch them.
You rested you rap pack, and that's only me more monks. Yes, a dressing room with the Maya. Where are the monks? Those surprises happen in football.
2016.
Yes.
2016 away.
2016. 2016.
No,
no, me ba 2020.
But me can say na oba. No near nesa monks no.
My baby had that. That was 2019.
Okay.
The baby no had 2019. Monks the analysis my baby.
Monks no. This is omo na guard Leicester CAF Champions League.
Forgetting that sir surprises in every competition. Yeah, you see. World Cup, European Championship, Africa Cup of Nations, everywhere. The UEFA Champions League, the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A. See what baby. So when you get a shock of your life, baku baby, and you had the BAC, a baku na baby chem. It is said there, until your Blackburn winning the Premier League, you know, and a bar Leicester City, and that was a Leicester team of Michael, Robert Hood, Res Morgan, Danny Simpson, Christian Fuchs, Okazaki, Albrighton, Ride Mahrez, Jimmy Vardy. In a 4-4.
Vardy is still around.
What's it? Vardy is still around. He's the last person. Yes. You know, he's the last person. No, you're part of Claudio, the Tinkerman, run the team. And all that's all. But you know, I didn't. Game one of the Ruth Van Nistelrooy. Free Manchester and the public BM person will be free. A lot of people felt that in Kaoye Jumaka Crank also stay, but Ruben Amorim shared the personality Van Nistelrooy and how sit here in Manchester United now. Oh, he's so big, so huge. He's adored, loved by the crowd and the fans. And he's a baby on a bench now. A young coach no near a platform, but unfortunately, the recent Leicester City team, no, and I also think that said you penny now no so free, but no so no. Oh, it had a telling effect on them after that plane crash now. Sure. Until Leicester seminar, James Justin more intimi and this Pereira more intimi, General. Indeed, the more intimi, General. Bubakar Somori more intimi. It's just too sad, but what can we say? So I game on it here. After 9 years, you know, after 9 years, Leicester City become relegation.
Who's almost stars ni be indeed ni Vardy ni others. Joining back to Premiership. Joining various clubs.
You know,
okay, Vardy the BB
Yes. But you know. Jimmy Vardy is underrated, and I don't think the kind of respect I was in the Premier League. I don't think that's a different story. And again, who's just a you? Watch our players now. So what team back I don't think Jimmy Vardy in game or they bury and relegation or Leicester City. No, I don't think so. I think we will still follow them to the championship.
I see.
Probably thinking of bringing them back. Indeed, the more they other teams bad, they will leave. Bubakar Somori, other teams bad, they will leave. At the likes of Vestergaard, other teams bad, they will leave. But I don't. Jimmy Vardy there said, "Oh, Jimmy Vardy in Kawasan Kwabe Manchester United and Chelsea for 9 Arsenal for 9 be that. And the Tottenham was per 9 be that. But the fans Hurricane crowd was huge, so it was difficult. Say Hurricane had Jimmy Vardy, but for a long time, the Ben who's a Chelsea and a striker cast in the shape of Vardy. Not even Arsenal, and not even Manchester United. But say you, Nimina, to must stay in that particular team. I don't think said net. Our championship. There be our person fans and Paul Massen. He want to act like Francesco Totti, Alessandro Del Piero, Daniel De Rossi. There be our person. Yes. Alan Shearer. You know, then team Alan Shearer and team money in England. Team Bay, Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea. Who else? But he chose to stay at the St. James Park.
into women general and I feel no competition.
After I can years, I was 38 years.
Yes.
January, when you're 38
yes.
years. Yes.
Didn't make us say, you know, the Jimmy Vardy debut.
Yes, I debut.
And one is all about joining Leicester to the championship. Probably who goes on the best samba.
Why a hero?
Why a hero? You know, why a hero? No, didn't something now bury yet. And probably Jimmy Vardy is one player or retire or Leicester City. You know, Omanya guys, Oma back quality materials and so on. But Jimmy Vardy didn't be bien. And I be commenstrated with the name Ken Power Stadium and Leicester City as well. So I feel so and now also be praise will be free. You love to stay and join them to the championship.
Okay. We so deserve start to crown.
Oh, the Mefuaso. Okay. Mefuaso. We say all the guys now mo J League no. They don't mo nyina akọ. Na meka Maris Eko Manchester City. Okazaki Koni Krum. Rex Morgan mo akope baby retire Robert Tooth mo free system where is Danny Simpson where is Christian Fuchs so Michael Makonnen am France asan aba system ni but ono nko aka na ndi no enye say Ngolo Kante ya na Saudi Danny Drinkwater about Chelsea when team afa game na nko baby ya enti ono nko na aka no e wo team nim enti je no what again and he was their top scorer. Mares was the main man in terms of creativity, supplies, and everything. But the main man for scoring goals was Abranti or the TVC. Okay. No Kazaki, I said, you call here, you man the man. But Jimmy Vardy, as I said, is underrated. And did you know, some man a statue? Say KDB and statue of Manchester City. Obi or Leicester City, or no statue, and I say, Obeko also a surprise. Now at the Premier League, I miss all the £1,000,000 sterling.
Loyal to the club.
Yes, I miss all the £1,000,000 sterling the team to spend it, and was a so loyalist to the club, a true legend, a true hero, and I feel say he deserves a statue.
Dr. Franco Naro,
General. Less than seminar hunting, but I'm so kind of baby omu free. Any the umba beye no wiase the titire compa so beje a Premier League na going to the Champions League and all that, but like you said, they are on their way to the championship again. Sad, but it is what it is. We are Hushini, Arahu Empire, a legendary Ruud van Nistelrooy. Sad. General Premier League no team before Betma from my BB, but then you common. So obebo 8 games at home. 8-0. Ninyina wa lose 8 ninyina won she go back okra. Losing 8 consecutive games at home, and all the 8 games that we lose at home ninyina no, not a single goal. Yet week in week out their fans are in King's Power watching them. That is another amazing thing. Omo to me call be 10 11 games ni asho omo 10 no ma win 1 pen. Na Van Nistelrooy so ankoboa. I think they respect him so much. It could also be say almost situation coach bia sometimes paying for do baby ya no more market no show but do be coach be also ekun we there den ekun we there the bones will be am pese obeba beji say nim guase no. Otherwise it is amazing. Ruud van Nistelrooy is still at post. Talking about Vardy there, I think say start to know we omo de be mano. He's one person I will share the career now. Oba prime line no anyina view. Vardy beji din no not as around 29 because we share championship what che and o dey baby do baby odri. I think yes or about other clubs you can't call him a one club man, but as far as the Premier League is concerned, Leicester City is the only team he's played. Unlike Bia around gigs Bia one General, what did Jimmy Carragher say?
What's he say?
Also, Chelsea will not even make the top 5.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's an interesting and a bold statement.
Sure.
But General,
no, okay, Kamachi say,
Unya trainer who share Chelsea fixtures
Newcastle
and after Newcastle winning, what it means and say Team Chelsea and they need 4th position crown or dano. Who about some kakra because say no the 4th no only a Newcastle now 53 points. So what it means and now over here na me yes say say first 3 there is already taken, but I can't one spot for the top 4 challenge and points now be so close. Chelsea 53, Newcastle 53, Man City 52, Aston Villa 51. Now, oh, shit, these teams. Now, we have to fixtures. Now, Chelsea have some difficult fixtures. Me take it time. Say me Chelsea 7 matches. Aka. General, they have a home game against Ipswich. A game I think say coach need to cry Chelsea beat me. But then they will go to almost closest rival. Manchester almost closest neighbor in Fulham. You know, Chelsea and Fulham, West London, one or more. But Fulham for no classic, a Chelsea for no chrome. Omubeko to a Craven Cottage against Fulham. A difficult game, looking at the form of Fulham. Everton is also on form now, so Chelsea will be playing against Everton at the bridge and so. No more against Liverpool. No more any Newcastle akobo St James. Then a home game against Man United and then against Nottingham Forest. What it means, Chelsea last 5 matches, General Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Nottingham Forest. Okay. These are Chelsea last 5 matches. And it is so difficult. Until I share top 5 no can. On paper, it looks like that. Chelsea would have to do something extraordinary. Otherwise, making the top 4 would be very difficult.
I'm of the argument, so this was the first time I Leicester echo relegation after some league, you know.
Yeah.
So last season,
2 seasons ago, no more championship.
No, you know, I don't think
but now after winning,
no, the speciality of this whole issue was about Ruud van Nistelrooy taking a team because Van Nistelrooy time Ruben Amorim bano. No, be say, oh, coaching content, Juma Akra, and I saw my United crown on man.
4 matches were United, we need 3 draw 1 when Lucy.
So that makes it special and the Jimmy Vardy story. But you know, it is
okay.
what it is.
Yo, please, Leicester just came from the championship last year. Don Shackles and Ekai Yenway Sanso and away. I say God bless you and your crew. Kumasi Santikotoko is winning the app. When the moment discussions now, no the home messages. Oh, Sana na me peno. Now you move to the other one. Now they no so about. But general, the over to me the about discussions here. Na some the kotoko is some neighbor. And I had drink a Leicester was relegated in 2022 23 season. They were in the championship last season. Your discussion seems like they are now getting relegated since they won the league in 2015-2016.
Yeah.
So, yes,
we created that impression.
Yes. That's
but
true.
I think how they rise to the top now. The relegation but especially when we're questioning whether Jimmy Vardy knew Mbeko or not. We call first relegation or no boy.
Okay.
And also new mobile.
All right.
So nipa na watch us.
And you say Daban new site. All right, NT Yemra and quarter-final matches, UEFA Champions League, Opta, supercomputer, adding the predictions about one minimum. Oh, okay. Ono ese Barcelona or the predictions no I share betting for ne wan for ne nyina kan nyina bom nti the Barcelona abedin kan say ono ewo 78.20%
of winning the Champions League.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Semis so beko friend saying final no and so 44.30%. And so be winning is 23.10%. It on a dash rupa. And a second on the PSG. Say on also semis no or 71.30% of qualifying to the final. Now for your 36% or now the chance of winning the championship UEFA Champions League, a 19.30%. There are chances in percentage, but didn't mean percentages, this year. And the Barcelona, and number 1, PSG number 2, Arsenal number 3, Inter Milan 4, Real Madrid 5, Bayern 6, Aston Villa, and Borussia Dortmund. and I talk to us. Yes, real.
Yeah, so based on statistics, for predictions, yes. We that extra factor of Real Madrid a Champions League because any Champions League at quarter-final stage, if Real Madrid is in, now can favorite not also 5. As a chance we are competing,
yes. God, Madrid chances of winning this UEFA Champions League, 12.20%. Yes.
Out of 100.
Out of 100, yeah. Out of 100,
that's
yes.
Supercomputer.
That's supercomputer, no.
I just have to
read
and see the criteria.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the chance of qualifying to this final, no crown here 49.80. And from final to 25.20. Intina almost the year in Barcelona a better Champions League. Did not move the next Barca PSG.
Our Muncha singability. Champions League
and possible.
Possible.
I said I was here when media. I
said
possibility what you
because Barca to me Dortmund film semi-final a very dicey. Bayern have always been a thorn in our flesh.
Okay.
And Inter so for some couple of times to much here,
Who said this idea Bayern?
Said have you in Kwani?
Bayern fans, well, the Barca fans, it's you the way they.
Oh, and yes, I'm trying to be realistic. I need to be realistic.
Okay. Adi.
You know. Barcelona having the chance to win the Champions League, I don't think there's so much debate on that. Why? Because of the performance of putting it up from group stage, the knockout stages, even against Benfica, it got to a time Barca played a numerical disadvantage, still they found a way to win. Again, the games are consistent and show class in the Champions League. Again, the last time the Champions League was played in Germany, Barcelona won it. And Barca were everything. They have an experienced coach who have won the Champions League as well. Into almost everything to win it. But I perfectly agree with what I say. Barca Champions League final, no so qualifier. Baby and the two teams ahead of Barcelona and they are Mbebonde. Especially if Inter Milan qualify to the next stage of the competition. Italian teams know your best team now.
Okay.
And Obi only a chance Atlanta versus Barcelona be a bit dance here. Asema making.
Okay.
And in all the teams, if you are talking about a team that have a complete squad, it is Inter Milan. Teams na kenin na. So also you for obi anu anya to was ya hye obi anu obi agina ba bia options obi ade be ma Inter Milan a lot. Inter so mo bon na Lautaro Martinez amwa. Marco Thuram ne Mediterranean can start up front. But say teams na can apart from areas they find a way to struggle. So Barcelona no dispute about that. PSG Champions League, you know, the PSG or Champions League na Liverpool match now. Because we've seen them struggling against the likes of Girona.
Our Mohammed isn't a proper Barca fan. How can he be afraid of this toothless company Bayern side? Michael, have a view.
Neighbor. Company is the manager.
Yes. Okay. Now to those who
Zerango no jam city no way. Jam city na Zerango. Eti general PSG the omaye na aye omo share omo Liverpool free.
Omo to be.
Now I'm saying that the omaye o Champions League afi beating Man City and eliminating Liverpool. And only idea how the Beckers or Maya will be added.
And in one season, before quarter-final phase, watch Liverpool, watch Man City. Send you the Ketwana.
No, I'm not saying, but Serango.
And you do my any. Oh, my dear pa.
Do my animal. Omubo Girona. Omubo Manchester City. Omubo Atletico Madrid. And yet, team are Beckers are your favorite. And even against Liverpool, you watch the game.
2 games in they outplayed Liverpool. At the time,
no, the second one did not outplay Liverpool. The second one,
Liverpool pressure more, especially in the second half.
But your friend Laka even
at the time we felt Liverpool was unbeatable.
I agree. I'm not saying they've not done well, but the match between ATM and Real Madrid, game no boy Bernabeu and the Metropolitano. how many teams na betimi are standing the might of ATM when they are at that level in the Champions League? Yeah. Madrid for now. And again, Madrid for we mono, you know, where some of the Champions League no. This is a team that is likely to start today's game without their natural 4 center back. The Biasa, Lucas Vasquez, Bemone, Alaba Bebone, Rudiger Bebo, Asensio Bebo, Dani Cavaya Niho, Meletau Niho, Genoa, Alaba, Afina Waba, but Mendy and your fit. But Genoa, you see them deliver at that very top. And they have the attack. Vini has 7 goals, Mbappe was 7 goals, Rodrigo 5 goals, Jude Bellingham 3. In all the Champions League attack, BNU was an numbers way. We Barcelona for no me do want to running free more. And again, there's no team in the Champions League recently. How much what players are how much champ when Grand Crown you know we Mbappe free more Champions League 2. So they know how to play the Champions League, and they have the greatest coach in the Champions League as well. So how people simply write Real Madrid off into be Antonio Boise because Madrid for one day. And na yeka omutimi class na head delivery a obehu omanim and you know that is area Madrid for you well computer na your oma de I agree to some extent teams ni bi ho ma you omo Bayern Munich yeka na Franco they are not playing well but all the upper momuni intem free no mundu semi final you will see a different Bayern Munich side obehu a different Bayern Munich side. So they drew the semi-finals of the Champions League, you know. The same thing, and Inter and Sutimi Bayern Frima. Inter the whole Champions League, they've lost 1 game. So the Champions League now, Inter lose 1 match against Bayern Leverkusen. The Bay Arena. They have a solid team as well. Well, computer now predicting there, but let's see. Or the Arsenal to say.
Or the Arsenal up to 1, 2, 3, number 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Arsenal so perform badly in the Champions League at all. Out of the games, on my both, you know, but on my draw against PSV and on my qualify until they were just relaxed to draw in that particular game. They fared well, very well. But again, are you going to win the Champions League with Miguel Merino leading your attack? You are not Pep Guardiola. Okay. Sergio, teams in the yard there, but let's not write Real Madrid off. They have everything to defend their Champions League. Okay.
Now, investors now.
Okay. And the games now,
okay. Yes. Enough doctor.
Okay. Do you know, and Alliance Arena, there will be a baby and say game Ben will be a better. Inter Milan against Bayern Munich. So, checking the 2 teams, as I said already. Bayern for this season will be a cast on Monday bonnet to say. But PSG for now, I did you almost Bayern as home. And at home, they are yet to be defeated. Game one boy Uncle Yekrano was against Celtic. Mobile last minute or mobile beteka. It means Celtic a frame. Again, Omumbi no ever history in the Champions League. Na baby I am in tradition mono. The 2011 Diana. Omkoche Inter Milan 1-0 at the San Siro. But Goran Pandev go and qualify Inter Milan ahead of them. And the 2010 Champions League final at the Santiago Bernabeu, Diego Milito 2 goals now. Or the AD or Mufrim, our Mutimiji, the Champions League, no. And only idea Inter Pempi or Mudibitium. So, check on me new meetings, sir. Bayern Munich were ahead in terms of wins or mania, and a draw and then defeat or mania. But the 2 games were so crucial, and it was a moment a shape Bayern Munich for power. So we Inter for now, Makasa 1 game pen or more in the Champions League. In a way, and that was against Bayern 04 Leverkusen. You know, Adia Inter for one a squad depth and options or the bebo. And if you want to beat them, the unfortunate thing for Bayern Munich is that Opepicano will not play. Intercora Liman will be on the right, Rafael Guerrero will be on the left. Kim Min-jae and a bebo central defense. Into Omumi were to tame the 2 forwards of Thuram and then Abrante friend Lautaro Martinez. Last season, baby, Omujina Omentimian against ATM and Omufrimu. And midfield Joshua Kimmich and were picking a fob no alongside João Paulina in midfield. let us say anyway a game will be a head so betting a baby. Michael Olise and then Abrantia, your friend Thomas Muller is likely to start with Hurricane Affront. Hurricane and who ye because you know only Michael Olise Omumi and 15 goals in the Champions League. It is a Ushia Omu Affronta. You need to be very prepared. Bisak, Stefan De Vrij, Alejandro Bastoni, Matthew Damien, DeMarco, 3-5 in David Fratelli, Kaha Chaganoglu, Eric Mkhitaryan with Marco Thuram and then Lautaro Martinez up front. 3-5-2 and Simeone Inzaghi at the Eba. Italians they love to sit back, no more making sure say a manageable scoreline so the be omko Sansiro mubeti maybe. Senka wo hwe Bayern without German Musiala, Bayern without Upamecano. Alongside Manonoya would not be imposter and for me Kahondini needs to be as compared to Inter Milan. And you know game we do stage say na two goalkeepers who nyapa. Nti Abrantia Feno Allbeck and then Yon Sommer. Honey baby obi how these two teams ebetimi bail each other. You know because of time factor no. Yeah. A game that I think say a game likely to end in a draw but say win beba. I'm going in for Bayern Munich win. Double chance Bayern Munich in this particular game. Right. Arsenal labor against Real Madrid at the Emirates. Yeah. Now Arsenal, a lot of people were confident or moving at Madrid. Why? Because in 2006, the 47th minute goal from Thierry Henry at the Santiago Bernabeu and a separate both sides. No, BN say, Omuba Emirates, Ombeba Betty Arsenal into Thierry Henry or see the very day. Sapen nearby and Nencro Crest say they won't survive. But eventually, Arsenal 8 survive against that star-sided side of Real Madrid, Guti, Zidane, Beckham, Raul, Ronaldo. Still, Arsenal 8 qualify. Sa consolation now room in this particular game against Madrid. Obia say who Madrid fullbacks now so when the Arsenal for 20 because Bukayo Saka has 5 goals in the Champions League and in Madrid in recent times, omu fullbacks no enna expose omu backline pa. If you look at Vasquez, Bessit, Gabriel Martinelli, Hoya Jumanet, so deep on a chibebreba. Martinelli will put him in trouble. The same thing alongside Abrantia friend David Alaba. The last time Alaba be ball led back. Edima Real Madrid in England was the game against Liverpool. First 15 minutes in Liverpool actually 2. And the poor Belgium Madrid on the day was Nacho. And the bay Alaba free moi or no to bet you and Musala Madrid bet share 5 until the fullbacks of Madrid no generally acquired them. Midfield a honey baby and would GDS Arsenal for 1 day pa. Thomas Partey, Declan Rice and Odegaard and the game always was Odegaard back compare because Carlo Ancelotti say when your chance because of James Rodriguez and the midfielders available and Obian himself by Arsenal no games are bonny against so about a player name the body sweaty. Ferdy Valverde and right back of Beba midfield alongside Jude Bellingham and then Eduardo Camavinga. These are guys I likely so Mubetimi are starting in midfield. We look at Modric as a super sub. So for me, in terms of the team play in midfield, Arsenal are top. But again, with the lives of Luis Kelly, Juria Timbers, Jacob Quavo, any William Saliba, Ebetimi will do the front three of Madrid and Adinoa. Yeah, cause a Madrid difference in shaking. Now you will say, Vini was 7 goals in the Champions League. Mbappe was 7 goals in the Champions League. Rodrigo was 5 goals in the Champions League. And of 19 goals scored between these 3 players. The last game, so Atletico Madrid team keep them quiet. Arsenal was the defense line and the back line to keep them quiet. And also, Asema, and then the back line, no. David Raya, I don't think Arsenal will problem. But Courtois, I don't think Madrid will problem. 2 defense, but the attack of Madrid is very sharp. Saka say or game will train for 20 years in will be able. Madrid will manage the game. Madrid will manage the game, but I think Madrid, the least for Madrid will be a draw in this particular game.
A draw. The least, okay. All right.
It will be a draw. I'm expecting 2-2 or 1-1 in this particular game.
All right. Me come Dr. Franco Naro and so ehona mention also ne take as for Nkatekwan there tell doctor we can't stop eating until now the Bernard Amofadwantoa so they
Only Dr. Edmonata.
Aye. Problems being there, and all cat and category some children or say, oh, I did that. We come Chelsea team owner.
Category mutu.
Oh, papa.
And a pedia.
Yeah, pedia. I said, grad me tremor a yo, my anchor. I want to know more. Doesn't make a ton of me.
Oh, the
Tremor. So, no, old gin fresh from my anchor on the Justice Street. Oh, until the BBA womb to say, no, Gina. Yes, I'm for Dantua.
Become Chelsea president.
Yes, Gina Hona. Yeah, Madina, I'm a boss one. She no hat on down for. We try to wait. You try to fresh man. Or see only Kabubia, Josie's in Namuquant or Sora, my uncle not. For Jantua. All right. Welcome, Chelsea president. Uncle Joseph, anyway, Amanie or Bokumasia Santikotoko Basupa. Congratulations, Kumasia Santikotoko SC and others. Or say, Kumasia Santikotoko Sporting Club is currently leading all the 18 Premier League, Premier Division and Division 1 clubs in the payment of SNIT contributions for their players, management members, and technical team to have pension in future. Wow. Kotoko is leading in terms of labor force, contribution amount, and have been paying regularly up to March 2025. There are many other clubs who have also paid up to March 2025, but Kotoko leads the pack in terms of labor force, number of workers, and contribution amount paid on behalf of their players, management members, and technical team. Accra Hearts of Oak was previously leading this table, but Kotoko overtook them from September 2024 up to date. Many thanks to the Club Licensing Board of the GFA for their support for the welfare of the local players. Uncle Joseph, on a national coordinator, Edima Senate. Or the ABBA, yes.
You see, General Nassam, no, breaking it down, who are you, bro? Breaking it down, same say. Yeah. Asante Kotoko ni Bubukua, Ninkro for Tuamu, Eka, Etuamu Senate, Edosun pa, Labor Force. Yeah. And now, Omunsu no Munkro for Tuamuka, no market ya also. Inti, Senate contribution a percentage. Okay. Inti, if Nkro for Tuamuka, no market ya no was ra, Sika at the end of the day will be Tia. Ediama Senate and also was na I think say very good. Okay. Maybe all club licensing board na basono is something positive because a baby a chem now bet my license. Wa bra on fakra time free Senate one ma MHR say. Yeah. Oduma ye phone utuo mo Senate and no more pension. But he said there club licensing and I say GFE any club licensing amana be ye nhye say and sane be ma license. Now they my register about league ni bi no. Ese say we krata free abam. Krata free Senate for ba bechere say. Yen crofo no yetio mo. E brebi atwam. Na clubs in bi ho a or be a players 35. Or coaches near the ade. Once were the bear 21 pay. Players then nyina ka bu ma bear 21 pay. Na no dey wo tua no akwaje ne certificate no de ko. Akwa no akwa register players bebre. Okay. And I think said the clubs are improving in that direction and it's very good.
Okay. Enti Kotoko Senate for some bomb basu papa. Kessben television Kessben 9.3 Kessben 9.9.
But last week here me fascinate. Nanka me ko hwese lawyer ko na kesi onye me de na me ko na chese so up to date. Soko be up to date. Them soko lawyer oni mranti umura.
Yes. Okay. Mako fandi what scientific herbal hospital Kratwo kakra bi aba nafi yaba aba betwa so de amamo. Yaba sisia.
Kwaba eba ni what scientific hospital. Kwaba eba ni what scientific hospital. A team of medical scientists. I create a boom near the infidel was war. A juma or ya swear has he. Ya swear had ye. Yes, I'll buy a sabi. Near time a good amount. Said the coconon. Name boom, ya do two effidious. me fi de ye omu hwehwemu me ye omu adepote di yare ne brewo ne se me ye omu enya yare ne di woni badua no so te be che yare ma wa che yare ase wo de edi tin se ni be ase wo che yare ase a utimi tu ase ntem
Obani what scientific hospital Dr. Fobius ya dwuma ne say enubna enu tan a obo ade e de dumye no yenye mu nhwemu na fe enwenu akasa e wo ma friends phytochemicals no ye extract say enwenu no na ye mfa frem no emfa emao e bia o kidney no yare abam o kidney no essay yanko na Ghana ha ye de take ahaban e de dialysis a o kidney no say akodu se den kura no a nyarehemu na nyadidi na fo ni kiremu e woni what scientific hospital bofra ban e boye ama wo diabetes ye de bofra ban e ne yama bi efra e de mawa e be bo ma diabetes na o sugar e ko srupi no eno so aboa ama etimi abafum e bia na wo hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem da ba bi wo no a onya tenkan kwa so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne peja na no ba hyiemu a ehyiemu ana adwo e no obo so atese ne be ma no ensore kra e bia na e no bia da so a wo nom yo ba na utie me na se eya wo no problem e bia na e fibro na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensuo betata onkosie mo ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block ye obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan be ma bia na hu nsuo e na wo form nkwabon e wo form low sperm count na wo okura be ba be hu nsuo mo no na emo no be friend se spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidi ade ehwe be da di amye wo se problem bi wo no mo a ye timi hu aduro na afi aduane ye be kira ho adi pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofi timi mo amane obi so hweme na ne die stroke akawa to mpamo ye kwa onko ye ba on so timi o kasa na pampan boni bi akire friend halitosis yade ba ko a ya no wan bi obi opewase obetimi akade akire wo a ade be di unya o kasa bia no obi atwene hwene o koda na nyimre o da o junso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years e kwa ni mo no o prostate na yakase prostate enlargement e ba sauda o junso antentem o junso bebransa na ade ache e mane nka achi emye nkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere nti manya adagye amo ya de dia nyadidie semi what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia ba frim die fidie e de twe enubna e na afa hode ni fra haban mu e de saw ya de ma wa na eyeni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya Dansura bank no ene bi eni mhwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Konadan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyanko Pwanda Rumenti Wamoto Ebeba.
Yo, yasa mamu nyina kwa babiom de aba midfield action Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra. Yetwa dwumade no eso sese yebaba na bewura Africa kakra ne ahwede ekoso enso eho. Awo de na de bedi animu kakra nsa na later. Yabana bebi mi yipa.
And Champions League quarter finals, second legs no.
Yeah.
Sure. Ya bobo first leg no too. After close of today, be yen omo beko.
Semi-final.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you do last 8 and of course under 17 AFCON so air koso. At least we've seen some and no me beka about Laka, that new Zambian boy.
Yeah.
Said you boy being so in the TFN Alino Haidara from Ivory Coast. 4 goals so far in the game after 3 rounds of games L group stages. That guy is a promising talent and he said you Ukoba. Okay. And of course, Accra be hosti CAF Executive Committee meeting. The first for the new administration I Bebasono say you Ababe to just say Accra.
Wow.
And I'm be hosti.
Oh, okay.
Yes, say you Koba.
Yes. CAF under 17 with Ghana.
Say no, I can watch him.
What really this?
You can watch him. Say under 17 no. I say a giant Mali mo no
Senegal birthright.
Yes, yeah, dia. Yeni Nigeria for dia. De bia yeni. Say young yeni money abo even final kwa. Yeni money abo final world stage you.
Yeah.
Yeni Nigeria, Japan 93 yeni money abo final. Eno mo share.
Ba sa to aswache o. Enya administration we nkwa o.
Yeah, Mpopoya no hyase after 2007.
Okay.
Okay, I say after 2007, yentimi anko World Under 17 stage till 2017. Park with Sifa Bindi Ebekoye. After that, no show bium. Since India, 2017 to date, virtually 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. We are missing.
The market times are.
Yes. And so you know the reason why say Copa amount for some Black Star. And know the reason why. Until she Black Stars we players do sign or because we won't say be omo under 17. Omo ye playmate under 17. Omo ye playmate under 20. Players do sign.
Oh say.
Manfra.
Omo sure Black Stars.
Yes, that's it. And then the basics, no.
Unlike before.
Before
some about Black Stars. No?
Yes.
Now more share you teams no be.
Omuni momo.
Oh, I am coming and discuss.
So said you. Yeah.
Anything here, pa. So your players no be share Black Stars.
Yeah. Umbe share. Obi wa ha said you. If last time Dr. Franco bisa same way. Say Black Stars sim right. E be saying and your recent in your local place. E be saying na be before so be kwa Abdul Chikra. What ball local league ni bida. Apart from Abdul Fattah Ishaku. E be saying na be at least what ball local league no say 1 or 2 seasons before so be kwa. But back in the days ni be some couple of them. And so no move. Then they come and form the fulcrum of
your players ni share new teams.
That's the main problem. And knowing the main problem say you.
So putting them together a problem, pa.
Correct.
Ah well, young comrade.
Yeah.
Na Monte Carlo Masters no, and was why you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No Daniel Medvedev.
Okay.
Oni ne compatriots. Karen Kashanov. A boy, even though break a but he still manages.
Yeah,
so say you go back.
Mamene Otria Herbal for any enkomona wal Mohammed. Eme soja engum kakra emye bienyo mani emayen ansana mo messages no enso e ha yenim say from kickoff motia asha ebi ha na mo ye reference to nsema kwa mikikan anopa no ye kwa ba na be hwesa messages ni na ye wonsema kwa na mienu bi ekafa ho a eno so ye de abremo Alex e ha sanso na Dr. Antintan enso
asajo bi di we di e o de
Ijarisi wa na obeba. All right, minya mamwe. Otria mitimo. Dey na mo dey bray anope.
Seju ada Roma anope dey kamesre wa dey ba kope. Sisi otwa dwuma no ye pese ye bam. Na isika sem no e wo fom. Nti na sin ke bi hu na wo di ni mako adamfo ho. Ship dealer. Na sen ka badun e kakra. No waso yasena no na se de betu ani mansa.
Ship dealer.
O adamfo.
Me hu so yi private jet fufuru.
Nti na nka so.
Go photo a no akogina ho. Na krani atwa no tumi ko na una no ofachi akopa ne chewa we de me de yewi nti ni ama na wuram
kra ni atwa wa wadanfo ne yepe ne ho mo wo
all right before so be sorry no me tre ship dealer okoba bia okosiska na okachira akwan so mfafa table na sema no
seju
onim ze camera so
ship dealer sem ne yake
ya ne yake ya ura monye program mon fo otwa na 10 minutes. Metre mo ship dealer. Oko baby din koma. Oka tira nipa no ne no say on fasika ne fatable na sema no. Na camera capture no. No the fast man no so sika no mo fomo. Ndi ye kwaba. Me de betre mo ansa na mako. Next time so mba mo kan tell me say mo sponsor ambako no. Mo nka bi otim da ogana. Monka zamba sa mbani fi, mo pasa mbani fi.
Sentini ka.
Ote. Sinka ya fa so anke. Yes enam ahoma so na dua so na ahoma so. Tisi we denka.
Dabi. Enfa me ya ahoma. Kono ho. Okay. But we nyina aka mo time no.
Sejo.
Mo nya sa video ni ready. Me de be try Alex na ye ansa no mo free akọ. Mo nya monko.
Sejo, ma me na wase aropei. Na yenchia wahwefo ene watifo na yemfo munko Divine Hope Herbal Center na ansa meko Divine Hope Herbal Center no ma menko kodie aduma junction na menchia Master Kwame Echampon achike including onene mano Emmanuel Adum ene Kobi awrade wonhira mo enrade mo ye mani so pa Shadow ye ka Divine Hope Herbal Center asoye ne kase ewo Kumasi Makuru abusuakuru wa junction Kumasi Melkro Bushukuru Junction. Na Divine Hope Herbal Center yeduru ba ko pe ene wodwa so sisi eno no wotwea herbal powder. Na orofo gye numbers no na efre ye bia ne amo yade so na ebiso na wo pe bia wo benya nnuro ni bia to na wanti location no numbers no eye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 and 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 the chat one is 0530 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 Esaya WhatsApp line nti o hwe me na wa monane a obetimi de audio na for na oni yen edi enkomo enuro yi ahyeta e wo Ghana ha eni wiase afa na nyina na takradefo ebetima ko mensa ho benya biato ko foduafo Gapsin pharmacy bechemfo enko Alive supermarket brekum Dr Clement brekum ho asoso o se okọ Abresam yensa o se hwehwe former champion obenya bi ato Kumasi hade baby bi etu nuru bia no obenya otwea heba pada bi ato doso puofo no enko Colinad ane Fredinad obenya bi ato ye mrantie no ede ne nam e Kumasi ne montene so ne mpatamu saa asoso na wo adumu a obetima ko brayima babia museum ho ya no brayima o se do twa rubber stamp original wine no brayima obenya bebre ato e wo honom sa ebrede abra me Dr Ajay abeka me sei ene de me gima home na me ja kasamu no e de ama Dr Ajay na ode yetu Doctor
Alezu me da CP am say obedi Van Herbal Center ye dos ne ho a team of doctors obia eye adwuma de bia da ye ho no ma ye adwuma na aduro no ho nhye nko na ye de bia me say ye ho ye nye clinic ye Herbal no aduro no nko na ye na obi a wanom otwea herbal powder bia no edi ho adanse obi a wanom bi da bia di ho adanse se eye adwuma papa na esayare so etu yare ase wa wusisi ye wo ya aye wo ya che asuga achim de bia wo da ho menkora tietia wusisi achi si so kwase adwuma ansa na watimi asori anante ene ukura poma ansa na watimi anante se bide biara da bento wa hye wo to wo se nura hodo wo de bi sra wo de bi tua wo num bi na enko no wona wonum otwea herbal powder na wo ye bema na ache ye 2 years yare kanwa na ma tudin Mr. 2 minutes enti ne ya wate otwea herbal powder nka se wonum bi da mesra wo hyase num bi na ho dance ye kenten ma yenti bi kura answa edosun ye eye dura ye adwuma woni padua no sayare etu yade ase koko titi wobi koko fifi wobi de bia ne yembom se de nsuamura no na nisu aye ne hene oposa na aye ko sani pa na nom otwea herbal powder na koko na fifi na sini ntinimu ema ne mema yoda form nti de bia ogu China phone no so ansana watimi ne oba hia na no onom ya duro na yare ne kono na ne mema yo so ejina brane etu yare na se na asan pejaw oba wo fie woni atenka no ne kunu wodem a oba fekire na wo so na nom no foi wonte de oda hotim kaja mesra wo sani oba no nom otwea herbal powder na tenka semu gina yie afi emafie ebeye de oba bi ho fa cheme okoye family plan me nkasa nye na ne wo ye ne menses no kra emabiem atwa 3 years ni emada sa oba no torch herbal powder na wa fa numbers no screen so na wa frɛ se doctor me pamoche wo me menses no emma ana emaye eba mayase ya me ya me feel severe pains bi me nya na dani a kyerɛ de oba no ba omfa nso hye nom sei na otwea no etie me pa kyerɛ ba kwa no pa ba kwa nwumre ya di nso hye na nom se de wo ye tii no nso oba de se o menses ma ye mfa nso hye nom o frɛ na ya kyerɛ de oba ye no na watimi anom na afi afiri honom na akwa ne so wa asai aye potholes amramna bi wom ensuo bi wo ho enka bi wo wa oba no kora ompentena na bafie hono ma wontimi ntena no mesrew wono motwea no asiesie no ma ne ye kama de bia me se enye mmara na ha adwen a enka nkra na ba enka nkra na de na so di agora enkra mmara ebeso wonsa se wo ye pani di ane na siesie ohun ye na okuna timi atena fie ama fie ayene de wonam 40 years abranti wano papa so wura dwaye na otiesu mu owro ho na wa wosi wutas na hwede se woni mu no a na wra ho atwe wuram afon ayɛ lengelenge ayɛ sɛ pencil ayɛ sɛ crayon wakora wo mpɛ na owie kɔsɛ dɛm a no da so ne nsɛm ɔbɔ so mpaeɛ awurade yɛbu ameyiwo na ɛnyɛ kɛse na nyɛ tentene mesrɛw nyɛ bibia na yɛ mpaebɔ ɔbɛyɛ ma afɔ nyɛ mpaebɔ asɛm yesu mpo ne luka nam no na luka ɔyɛ dunsini wei aduro na wohia na wanom nya yaresa na atwe wura mu no asan woro na aba na hoɔden sonko agyinam aduro no yɛ ɔtwea herbal powder ɛnya nwono ɛnka eni akyi wadeɛ bia wɔ wiase deɛ kyiri nsa bɛtɔ deɛ gu mpaase ɛno deɛ basa deɛ waha ho sɛbia anadwo ntumi nna wana wɔ bia pia bɔnten bɛdwo nso wadwo nso ama adeɛ akye mesrɛw wanhwe ya yɛ bɛma yɛ bɛhyɛ roba medeɛ mɛsɛ yɛ nkwadaa no yɛ pia bɔnten ya bo sɛ onua bɛɛ de wɔkyi dwo nso de wa wɔtwe wo bɛma no hwɛ mu saa me yɛ frɛ me kofi timuna KOFI na me spell me din na me nua ba ne suasua me ba ɛna odwo nso na ba bɛsi wo na ase wotwe kora ɛnkɔ mesrɛw ɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ wanhwɛ yi a yɛbɛhyɛ wo rɔba ansa na wadwo nso na yɛhyɛ wo wie na wo yere da hɔ nom a wɔse adeɛ ne da hɔ aragye a mede kɔyɛ wɔ ɛba saa wo yere kɔ ayi abua yi ɔkɔ ayɛforo abua yi ɔkɔsrɛ ma because wonim sɛ nea wontimi nyɛ no anhwɛ na obi ɛkɔyɛ ama wo hyɛ aseɛ pɛ ɔtwea heba pa ɔde kyerɛ kwan asa fagu nso wɔhyɛm sɛ menonom bi asa baako anɔpa baako anwummerɛ ma ho boso mepɛ afei wo na wogyina bra wo na wɔse no wei ne yɛdura ɔnom nya yaresa ɛyɛ dura any side effect da biara da wotimi no maduro ɛyɛ pure herbal chemical bi anim ɛyɛ adwuma yie sɛbi obi da bi pɛ duro so ɛkɔ 5-6 years ni wo ka sɛ no bi duro a wɔsɛ me de yɛ dɛ me de mpɛ bi duro sɛ nipa no so wodi kontomre di kwa susu a ɔwe akranteɛ sɛ di akranteɛ bi ni gana nkwa ne di saa deɛ no nanso owi a wɔsɛ mpɛ bi duro mesrɛw we ne yɛ deɛ papa wo nom na obi pi no ɛde na ba normal de ama wo de bia wo ha ɔti fa dwa ga ho no ne so briw ho no yɛ mo hyew obi pi ne tietie wo hwɛ yɛ nanku mfrɛdɛ sɛ bi obi abewu nanso de ya ne sɛ wo mmerɛ nso yɛ na owu na afei ogya nkwara wɔ akyire na wɔbɛyɛ nyanka mo na obi hwɛ obi ba ɛne yɛ ahyase pɔ ɔtwa heba powder asa na ono nom no ano na obi pi na ɛtete wo ɛba normal na wo yɛ bɛma na nya bi akyɛ 2 years obo sɛ obɛma no gye ne edum afei first na timi sia 9 miensa ene ba kokora no aye adwo ka ho na adwo hyase be no otwa heba powder asa na ono no no yare ne ko na ugina brane wanya stroke da form wo fa adwo ye pida be sia wiem mesro sore wo so no pa na wudi ye gun so him na wanom awi enwumre nso him enya nwono na yare no wonom na no na afi essence eye ntini mu adwuma na aye firi honom na wonom wi a bo se fifire bia tew to do pe kora wo nyare bibia hawa sorry anopa na nope nso hye akra na de gum numu sa ne nom okwa to box no fa be se dining table no so ofi anopa we otwa tea kura fa gum de empany sugar ne mok fa gum ne nom na ebe yi adwuma fifire be te anopa no ohu den anadwo ntimi na honam nyina tutu abre o de dwuma na fa gum so hye mu nom asa na ono nom no ano na yare no kakra na afiri honom na wagina bra na fi na immune system no ahode atimi abam mika se opese of fire numbers na e was screen ne so na so na eti radio nti e be sa kan biem e 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 the be a masam ne say a man na two medin Dr. Ajay say John konim say frame tentan yes ade akaye Dr. Ajay e ma de mame me see oba bia was 7 gate oni oba ni sia dem e wo say obie ma no first gate second third fourth last one na 7 no e na oba tiem Ajay obo say akone hu ye na wo anka say wo no ira 10 years ni oba den kan Ajay da mu ta 2 minutes petre pia no wawie bed oba kan Ajay wo de wo fa numbers na Dr. Mpa wo me here 20 minutes me here 30 minutes me here 10 minutes na ha na hia me mpanimfo no 150 years no waje 1 hour anaje 12 bo so fon bebele apeke hello Dr. Mpa chemeje 1 hour na me homete abaya ni kume me ya hwe nyeye gidia wo pe de ho de betimi una 50 years kwa wonya 10 minutes a wo na wabere wabakopeda home na mlante ne de me say je time a wo pe na fa ye adwuma me ne me be ma bia wo timba adwuma bia no me pe wasem emfa ho nto chana fo no so after 5 years adwuma ba ma nkore ma emfa anya adwuma peheba eye papa te se otwea fagunsu ohiem nom we etu yare na se so ye bema bibia hawo wodi we egunsu ohiem nom ache 30 minutes mo sa ese bo ebo na bia ho we ni edu papa ese yare no na ese ma extra energy a obetimi dia pempem e dia ko wanim upe bia to a Gapson pharmacy e okoforudia okọ Accra Kessben FM ye fie cycle ho a ebi e ho nom Madina enso Rest Junction ho nom a Queen Bubune Herbal obenya bi ato Mensa e wota krade PK Gombila e wota male CAF Herbal enso so e wo sunwane Kumase de yenka store bia ebi wom Okashi drug lane store bia ebi e wom ana pa na wafa numbers no na wafa yen ye sanso ye delivery nti wo abrochire wo Ghana ha bia wo bia no se embe wa ofra ni a ye nye to ye bo ase parcel no kama saketuwa bi na daka ho na ye dia brew na wanom anya ayaresa nti Dr. Alex de bia me kamase mi ni ha na adwuma wa bo no ha na yasa me ketuwa ba se jo say Dr. Alex yo bo adwuma oba otwa ye so ya ye dos ne wo ho enyina ye adwuma anya bakofo adwuma enyina ye dia na ye dura ye adwuma kama pa
okay Musimo per sponsors. All right.
Yes.
Na ship dealer and mo kon ho. Me mo ana mo sponsor mo. Okay. Ono ojidama etusre. So mo tia say.
Sedu.
Because we did ejidama etusre mo.
Do be the
credit. Do be the credit. Mo na mo tia ship dealer. Mo ni.
It's player. We dey here we dey. Na me mo dey tell. Sound. See also. Apai say ta. Yeah, now they're fast here. Hey, I have a camera. Hey, one back as a major. One camera near, one back as a major. You say we wanna. Oh, hey. Command Kuala, said the Bayan Kuala to a new major. I am Kuala, answer Mamma, you been trying to inquire. And you never bet me.
Oh, Munibana was almost
it's a player.
You can't didn't see you.
And the player now, Timonia.
We almost was our
you saw what playing.
I saw this one. I said, Ongala Grana, Zelgo for the Ugodilla, two lie the Ongala.
So you near any a banner,
well, we have the money we did. I'm saying, yeah, oh, I shock him. And today I walk as a with the
same as someone made me say, you, because me when a private jet or team was in the house and for pan.
I'll start out to the Cairo. Would have been okay.
It's a player. We dey here we dey. Na me mo dey tell. Apai say ta. Yeah, now they're fast here. Hey, I have a camera. Hey, one back as a major. One camera near, one back as a major. You say we wanna. Oh, hey. Command Kuala, said the Bayan Kuala to a new major. I am Kuala, answer Mamma, you been trying to inquire. And you never bet me.
All right. I am heard about the transit of Yasha Africa stories, no, and so emu kakra. All right. Okay, Doc, now Ade.
Sikenian Grofman is kind of
oh, ready to go for. All right. Yen twaso awa na me hu say eya kwasi me kan Brekum Chelsea. Frane, what's the name?
Upon Afrani.
Upon Frane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, the message we akwese Frane na making. All right. Now, I say asama our kofa bay. Your president who Nema no at you. Okay, it's like all your friends like enjoyment. Pa, do you like? You also like that? With regards to you, oh, because you're friend anyway. If you break Chelsea team manager, anyway, all right. Now for you na, I'm going to go to Mbako. Two move. All right. Or we na free jado so. Si no dia sere no. Oh, A day. I'm for Jantua. Our coffee assembly abo. Sir, under son or you can under 17 set na a birthright. Okay, Ghana day. And all the last time Ghana cried me Kobe. Na all say no Black Stars. You players are almost said are bought together like before. Under 17 you teams no. Yes. Ombeshia na Black Stars Ombabeshia. Most of them, if not all.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Inti I say, like before, I know who ye pa because my boy na do that level. Yes.
Sometimes back, it started in Scotland 89.
Yes.
And nearby Italian 91. Now Italian 91 for now. A France had the echo 93.
Japan.
Japan. It's the first now to me boom.
Yeah.
Inti Drubebina Black Stars. What they found more Egypt 2009.
Under
20 under 20 no. Ajimambedu, Andre de Diayu, the goalkeeper Daniel Eji. At a point in time, Omobo Sabun so graduate.
Abba Black Stars.
Abba national team Black Stars. England and Albert Marcus Jude Bellingham ne. I think Phil Foden that time, Greenwood, Bonso mu youth side no, no mama chua, no mama esro. Inti abuamu teamwork near there. But you say in the national team na koye free. Obi free different side.
No minimum babia. Yes, ana coaches no so yes.
Sulemuntari Michaelisian, Omabubia, Derek Usubuati, Sulemuntari Michaelisian, John
Pinto, yeah.
True liberty,
to some extent, Asamoah. Yeah.
So, Omudiano crowd, and not just a minimum who has a club level, be youth level, not Omar Rise. And then your youth system, I say. Now, no credit pass when they say free via a buy, MRI. A buy, Yahini Ban.
Near Chitty,
MRI no buy any Yahini no buy the way. Says the cohesion wompum near her, and when you need it be a chum. Na Mekaisa Babasule Wesley College of Education.
Yeah.
No band 17. Or college. Walk from 5 a year.
Yeah.
Walk from 4, so 4. Says so I could secondary school we have training college. No band 17. Inti, I think say age in seminal society, the reality dawned on us, and we are not able to qualify.
Okay. But dog, don't you believe say you need proper planning for that?
Of course.
That's the main thing.
But first, ni ensa she dan say ni planning. But ni etimi sisa enkwada no ni atiti omu face ni do makobo. And the one planning na say omumpo mu den kwa no mko mbe buli omu.
Yeah.
What you say? Come kedu say mu under 17 no. So Baba Sule mu under 17 no.
Bashiru
Gambo mu bon. No money afi.
Yeah.
What you say? When you feel into omu che abrofo dia omu ntimi omu kra. But say there e kamia ko say obi amfa under 17 proper mra. Plus or minus 2 difference be. Starting from your chair when chumesi bi.
Yeah.
Your chair na see yenwa bi. Yenwa bi dey ntimi qualify. Any day. But others are using 17 and are progressing.
Yeah.
How do they do it?
Yes.
They plan the world.
From Africa.
From Africa. Talk about Senegal.
That's the prime example.
Talk about Senegal. Oh my youth system ni ye. Enti onwe mu kra na.
Yeah.
They still rise and get to the top. Yeah. And almost several players who were promoted from youth system no more passing through the system. Abedru omo national team na nkasa.
You can't know the economy. You can't be beyond the economy.
Willpower ni ho.
Planning no
ni paper ni planning no. You become juvenile football like kano the football miensa. Football no so crowd of inferior quality.
Become the But formation of these teams, interested parties now. No, I'm doing form.
And Academical Crane is owned by businessmen associates foreigners
so
into a rising into from players before
so
national
the interest is not national team. That's where we have to get the alternative. Sergio Mekai Hamza Mohammed called Bournemouth. Echo some attachments 2 years ago. Okay. Mekai that on phone no catch me or say yana almost scout no be some say nowadays under 17 under 20 who Ghana.
Why?
Because Omunim said back in the days, near the Trailblazers, set the pace. Omunim say yana omo kobo under 17 almost scout to no echo head those tournament because that's where they are going to sport these our talented guys. But say omo ko who Ghana. Until now say even agents and kasa omoni any national team you've same side. They prefer to calm down. Ewa say you no more organize no more because when we say national team the players papa ninche then you
okay. You know one interesting thing now? Spain, France, Belgium. Omajuyom says South American players are now too expensive.
Yeah.
There are similar talent in Africa. Instead of going to South America for Brazilians and Argentinians, they want to come to Africa. Okay. It's the reason that Barcelona for Befa, those two boys from Ghana. Into Kiyaneya in year. Sika odbeko South America akwa Hendrick Bakono. Ubetim de afa be 10 waha. Yeah. At 10 no anyi ikre 2 bia na 3 be fa dia mom. So a lot of them are exploring the opportunities of getting young talent from Africa. But no sign no. Only agents can say almost say Ghanaian players are no more attractive to clubs.
Look at that.
One, all your national teams are not doing well. Inti asichireni so ukru monum talent in your. Emre bina mene Sabato ni odi ase. Emre bina mene Moses Amapaka. Moses kwade na mesre na say Presido na menim so wo Georgia free camp. Oswe camp. I say there's only Kate na every boom. No say Franco. Ni e pese Georgia ba. But wa market na ba. Ye nyina ye football. Esese eboa no na ye a. Ye nyina ye football no. Say national teams ni ko yi a e na nkrofo ba ha beto players. The moment national teams ni ko yi no, teams don't look at our direction. Yeah. No ma ba so mo ba beto player kra. Na wenye sika. Enti clearly esese ye ade ni yi. National team no first of all see ni yi. Who be sa ho. Ese one because the BIFA are comfortable with how almost scouting the players, almost selecting for the youth teams in Intino. They are not bothered. So so that they will not be scrutinized. Yes, the name is a national team, but abaning first camera, no sending a pen. Sanity, the air so super so selected players are a be complaining and a business carefree baby. It's a whole lot, the whole system honestly is not properly being organized.
And in countries like Somalia, Gambia, Tanzania, and I must say blocks, zones, but still, your countries are more qualified ahead of Ghana. Why?
That's it.
Nigeria.
Almost they are now facing the problem.
Yes.
Even almost yes. That's it. Sergio, Senegal, even last Saturday, Senegal were national academies apart from private ones. When you Patrick Vieira, no money others, no more generation for yes. And se could do say ye picky place now or more contract with these academies. Okay. I buy more subventions.
Okay.
So it could do through the schools now. They selected boys in Momoko. Until you drew or more no more organizing up. Lamine Kamara, Amara Diof now, Papi Matasa Munina Sejo. They pass through this generation foot at the idea. Okay. And a modern form Sejo. And yes, fluke says the guy under 17 champions, under 20 champions. Chan champions, futsal champions, big soccer champions, AFCON champions at a time.
You see?
So you would say way and you fluke
and your accident.
Debbie
proper planning.
That's it. And
there's almost no Usika.
Debbie.
Yeah, they do there's economy.
And you see this young guy say Akwanu was 17, 18. No man a chance. Ube was a Taranga Lions. Yem money mobile but say you man call B. Ne no na money profile na kosoro.
Okay.
Ube Kotiana was ene ona Munaku. Ene ona Red Bull Salzburg. Okodria within short time we say why integral member of the national team.
Okay.
Ebiane Lamine Kamara na ye kan wasem.
All right.
And say, Joe, these are the proper planning those people are doing. Mali says, "I very consistent from 2015, 16, 17. Mali have been very consistent when it comes to under 17, under 20. It's just too unfortunate. Say, Omuntimin can boom and Timi Momunya breakthrough in terms of World Cup qualification. Na a dear domini super. But say, Joe, these are proper planning. Some countries are seriously doing, and we must emulate them. So if a big corner is why not? Yenia seti pace in yatna amenko for ya babaji. So we now have to go back to the drawing board, learn our mistakes, and come back. Because Seju and one makano and the Black Stars car say a bini biabo under 17, under 20, under 20. But back in the days, that has been the case. That's the reason why and so be a war brutal and near Quaco Panacho say on money ba and mebomai. So, as I say, man, under 17, interestingly, Sergio, at least we've seen some of the countries that have qualified to the next stage, And now you saw, say, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, it was a tough game. And now I heard blockbuster game, 4-2 scoreline. Sergio, game not goes at least 2 goals from Alino Haidara, and of course the other 2 goals, Eddie Kind by Emma Cote d'Ivoire, Etimidi Petit Mali by 4 goals to 2. But Sergio, interestingly, no mumi enu Eddie Kind bookie the sports adapt omu group no. Tunisia also had a very good scoreline by beating Gambia by 2 goals to 1, and also Abua Momo Amomoako. But Sergio, interestingly, after say about group game saying and who got to the next stage, you were 4 teams be on Waka, included the likes of Uganda, no more Gambia, no more the likes of South Africa, World Cup playoff. Seju, they are going to engage in a playoff sports. Your numbers, they World Cup under 17, from 4 to possibly 6. So those playoff spots, afford that opportunity, that window of opportunity to get their name in the World Cup. And Sergio, FIFA the abase now, under 17, consistent every year. Who's the first acquire 2 years? See a bono within odd numbered years. Ye bono ebia fiwe 2025 now 2027. But says FIFA person moyeno. I don't know every year be under 17 just to make sure say at the development stage you be promote those young ones because there are some of those players about odd numbered years by the time say be do na ne time pound na the age on follow within age bracket and age category bet me an opportunity I'm an under 17. So these are the things that have been going on here under 17. It's just unfortunate say you come.
After a ban of 8 team from Isaac Chum in 2015, Ghana returned to the under 17 world stage under coach Park Kwesi Fabian in 2017, where we were having the likes of Erika Yia, Gabriel, Lave, Kudus Mohammed, goalkeeper Manav Nuruddin, Coach Zito also qualified for the World Cup, but due to COVID, the tournament wasn't organized in 2021.
Yeah, that was you call Mauritania, no. And na Fatawi Sakomo Ekobo, any Daniel Free Banya, no. Yeah, Mekaida Yenopa. Nanka World Cup, no, Ebebasu, Ewo Indonesia, under 20 World Cup tournament, but due to COVID, that tournament was cancelled. But the Joe Kudus Dienamo Diana. There is one boy they say AZ Akma. Mekai Otuado mani one caller biba wa me Bobby, your friend Ibrahim Sadiq. Onuka de on chan on 10 ya caller. Nti ono no beka any that boy or naturalize a man Niger. Najib Yakubu. Ni omo boy na ojubilate no. No so cut that squad no. Kudus mu squad na ikobo under 17. I think that they went to Gabon during the AFCON stage and a world stage no muko. Ewo India, Erika Yana na captain, and then Emmanuel Toku ano ti atunso in science.
Okay, boy na high school.
I think that's in high school. Tony the behu that, but minim say o ti ben ahensan atunso side Emmanuel Toku. No so kada school. And a boy be your friend Idrisu Tampiku. Ono so high school no dey minim say high school. Midfielder no ni kudus in about 6 and 8. It was a wonderful squad, but Sergio progression no yeah kwaya and that is where
Yeah, Toku.
Emmanuel
Yeah,
Toku.
I'm told say
Yes.
Okes.
Yeah. Emmanuel Toku. No, so Kadas Kwano. So say you as I said, Shana ye.
Yeah.
Ye Shana under 17.
Ye interest no dos do.
The bia metaka. Me say ye under 17 and under 20 year brain to na Black Stars the bia ebre. And omo above over the years in any
we hope say from Paul Manson all call be bia wo memuno the players of best selected.
Yes.
Yemfa omo
yemfa papa no
ma yemma obia mfa bibia me wuram
eno ni asem
wonya papa no
eno ni asem no
yes
eno ni
asem
asem
be drew level bi no na wa bra nya na team na wie no bo na two free na one free
okay like his issue
number now dey kono so no enye se bia unlimited ibi owo na year be 23 and 30 no number adwuma
yes
25 but he no dey home no ebe 7 ya kan nyina we free so anyway they didn't penny no more money bono wow okay so I say for proof bro but that is what is going on.
That's it. But say who the proof who proof but say your performance is evident.
All right,
it's there for us to know. The performance you know show. That's the reason why I say obedient the player
so
but now
coach Ghana you under 17 ti papa omuan ebo boy 11 players you represent Ghana. Is our best?
That's it. That's the main question. Yes. Say you ultimate ko he Milo games. Ko he kudi. Ultimate obi an extremely talented. You can see say that boy deserves to be in the squad. But I say only come for.
Wow.
Until you be one chen
our ento sombrano Kessben television na yemra
CAF Champions League. Yes, Orlando Pirates then here chana.
Okay.
So in 3 games, Esperance de Tunis against Mamelodi Sundowns.
Our games.
Yeah, old foes. And these two sides this year last season. And Esperance Sundowns free.
Okay.
And this year Mosa Shemo quarter final. So you interestingly, coach now what Esperance last season you Sundowns no. And I don't know what Sundowns bench.
I see.
Miguel Cardoso. Okay. No, Sundowns bench. First leg was no Sakura no Muchen in your shot.
Okay.
First leg was very difficult. It was a tough game. Esperance gave their all, but Peter Shalulile go no and to me boa mo and that 1-0 win. 1-0 scoreline going to Arab nations. Said you a difficult kakra. Say Esperance enya a goa. What it means say you have to wait on just say be a unya equalizer. One team equalizer just say you be put to the game to the next to the post match penalties to determine who gets the opportunity to go. For me, I think say Esperance will be having the home advantage based on their war. But what Mamelodi Sundowns can still have the opportunity to shock Esperance de Tunis the second leg. Al Hilal said game no bus for Mauritania. And just last week, Mauritania, omo FA president to eko hu omo team sino no adibo money others ning na so biama no mom tie Al Hilal echi. Unse say Mauritania league no and omobo. It was a very difficult game. Omoma Ali a tough time at Cairo International Stadium and explains to you the reason why only one goal and a free Mohammed Hani a buy. But say you trust Ali. I think say Ali with even just 1-0 advantage. No?
Okay.
I think say they can still match on and beat Al Hilal to the ticket no more do the semi-final of the CAF Champions League. No? For Pyramids, say you I think say they are done and dusted. 4-1 against AS Far in the first leg. No? 2 goals from Fisting Kalala and Ibrahim Adel. Say you I think say they have match on their way through. Say you they are just on their way through. I think say it will be extremely difficult for Far to beat Pyramids FC by 3-0 and secure the qualification. For far there, I think say Omo Freeman is Pyramids be go through. Advantage Ali, advantage Esperance de Tunis.
Okay.
For me.
All right, our Mohammed yenasi kakrana yebaba nebe local source no NSOP. Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra, DSTV channel 364. Midfield action and Bremo. In the 60s and 70s was the era of our student players who participated in the academical competition, which was created to develop grassroots football in our local communities. There was no age restrictions for participants. The only criteria was for participating was to be a bona fide property of secondary school in those days. So the likes of Jones Atukwefio, Emmanuel Anu Kofi, a former Great Olympics and Kumasi Sante Kotoko and Black Stars goalkeeper, was also a former national academical player. The likes of Adolf Ama, Abdul Razak, George Al Hassan, Willie Kuluche, Anna Seydu, etc. were all selected and promoted into the main Black Stars from the then Academicals. Onana, Kobna Black, and anyway, and so Abraye, Kobna Yedasi, Papa. All right. So don't you think it's time the GFA amend the law which limits the number of foreign players which can play in our game? Because you want your league to compete with others, but you have restricted the clubs. Meanwhile, others do not. I know they want to give room for local players, but we all know no team in Ghana can use only foreign players for their team. Even the quality foreign players also improve that of the locals. Oto Barima and the Abraya, I don't know. Boss, at the same?
General.
Yeah. Na Cements Vita. Cements Vita. Herbal. Mister. Send the capsules.
Capsules.
Why? You need one come kakra.
Yo. General, I'm a CP. Na Abuja for so much. Na refo ne atiefo nyina so ya ma obi bia kwa aba e de aba Pimsign Company Limited tibrekese na se kofa bai
Pimsign
okay Dr. James Amwa ada no o se memfa na ntia sronko pamfa ma
ne super papa
so na yesi se wa brepa wanante epe edu papa e betimi aboa e wo wuntini mu ene onompem enkohwe ba bia hwedro Cements Vita Herbal mixture and then the capsules cedro we ene betimi aboa okese pa ka ho ene ye frɛ no agan ufa ba bia beti agan edun din pa ne Cements Vita Herbal mixture and then the capsules cedro we na se wo ye bema na se wo bema ne mu aye mre atofom esini trase wo ye no hwie enye be makro no wo be ma na ntimi nsori mpo na atimi adidwuma wo be makro na yesi abri bia ahomate bia na wo se wo be ma na ntimi nwane wo na so ye be ma na so wo be ma ntimi anwane wa na kire se bibi tosini sa be mai ena me no kasa no pei se tu hu ana mon tumri kapa ntentenso na koto Cements Vita Herbal mixture ene ne capsule CB na do no betimi aboa wo be du akagina mu be boa ma wo be ma ni aye den efisa yenim sa wo be ma no ehodom pe bia ni ho ntini nko a na se moja ntimi ani afusa ne anko wo be ma ni mu a be ma ni ntimi nsori enu ti so pese wo be ma ntimi nsori na ntimi bo adwuma mo piafo a kona koto agan Cements Vita Herbal mixture and capsules ni bi afenso be ma bia no wo pese ahoache wo be ma ni nwane wo na do be ma na nwane asori akopra na o yeah bem ujina na wana mo tine mu asisi sradam intina so na mbia bia through the night cosida e we dro no no e wa maintain na be ma no moja timi dia frusa na timi asore gina so se tuwana ma onko na kotobi aso no gina so pa vital herbal mixture and then the wow yan chow kwan abefa so abenum because you better on wow fie ho a etima ye ntuma be ma bi wa no pese oni onya oba bi a pese oni ni pa so o hwe ne ho a ho odin ni ho wo de ni nyina so obefrɛ provided say state simple e wo so a wo de frɛ na muaw nti number ni 610240 6160 61 05 557 35 55 sadroway I friend again no enya members kwa ne timi no ma ne yeye me pa cho no tina nana bi e kan na asem o se mukwa munka sa jiutu enti tama be ma no wa no mama ho aye den awie no oba no so e kompaso agudie mu a oba bi wo ha sabi na se aye resi enti so ye be ma na do hu kwose ho pe bon se hu nyina twitwa aye ye kuro me pa cho oba bi a wase da bi a wase mfo na wase aye resi no tumlika to aduro ne bi na aduro we mu a ebe boa wa mo wase awo wase aye afọ kama na anije na timawie pe afi oba akro na atenka de atenka woni bi chese wo konkra no se wo ne be ma mpo be hiem me pa cho doni kan se low libido no me pa cho tumika to aduro ne bi so atenka yira emfie be de wo kra de to aduro ne bi atenka no ba bia kohye bia na beba ama so watimi de aye adwuma ya wo se wo de ye na afi de mpaso agudie no aye de aye akono e de ama afanu ni nyina afi so oba akro na wonfiti kom wo haw me pa cho enkohwe ba bia adura be boaw na aboa wonfiti ko ama wonfiti ko ne masisi so ye wo konfitire bia wo meka sei se de wo moja ne siba no emma ne sa bia ne busumi we baba na mienu busumi ebesim na miensa eye irregular menstruation e wo se nanum ananum e kosa na so wo de ne de nsisi so bi okra daba akop e ban so e baketwa bi tisa no manum wo oba na tisa taduro ni bi na de frɛ ne ntro kwan abefa so abenum aduro beto ni nsuo no e aye mr no atoto pa ye na ka ho ni a tro kwan abefa so abeka ne mienu nyina abom no anonom bia be kama de ama afen so oba mesra wo de nde eye yaw wo konfitira yaw na wote me pa cho minoria ne haw taduro ni bi nom ani dane no wonom a yaw na wote ni nyina be ama afen so oba bi so ho a ne de no minoria anasa minoria ne the absence of menstruation e was enko timi konfitire busumi bia oba bia from 21 days to 36 days so timi konfitire na so no de ne de eno a emwa moja ne ma wakọ cheke a wonyem ono so onu ne menopause because anema mienu we pe enema oba bia konfitire so wadu ne menopause ana se wonyem na so de wonyem wonso a onu menopause bia odi mfie kura aduonu miensa ekọ enso ni mfiti kwa no bosumi miensa kwa kosi afi mfi mienu onko mfitire me pa cha otaduro ni binum ebeba mesisa wonu maduro no wanu nduru half cry wo say mfiti kwa no esisa eduro na ye kan wasem no ye nim de ye kan enti wo de answer obefa ye numbers no 0240 61 60 61 0205 57 35 55 0205 57 35 55 afenso obi wo hono ma na ne to ase na twetwe no papa siatica ne wono so me pa cha oso wa ye physio wa ye de ko he ba nyina wa ye massage bibia na enso enko edro cement vital ba me sa agan no ebe yi sa wo ho na twetwe ni nyina afiri ho akwa ma me pa cha obi ha ontimi nyina ho obi ntimi ntenase obi ntimi nante wa bra obi scratch me sorry pe na me tu ahwe because the we are mintin mu ye me no e ya gan na eboa because e koye adwuma wontin na mu asisi no e koye adwuma ho e yi bibia afiri ho akwa ma enti so no maduro no pe na bibia de dadin me so tumlika to aduro no bi now the free numbers no afa won so sisi he sisi e free wachi bremo na be so sisi ho no say yo ya den enkohwe ba bia aduro atimi ade award Simba Africa Award West Spain product of the year enti kɔ na kɔtɔ aduro no bi agan no na enyi wo sisim enyi wo to ase na twetwe ni nyina mfiri wo akyiri brɛmo na kase ne ye ɔya dendenden obisimi kɔtɔdwe metima no bi mpa kɔtɔ bi na nom aduro no yɛ adwuma wo ntinma yɛ adwuma wo nompem tɔ na nom na wonom aduro na bibia bɛ kama na emom ya ka ne sɛ wokɔtɔ a wobɛfrɛ numbers no ne abie case bi a wɔakyerɛ bi ade ama wo efiri sɛ mɛma no a ɔmayɛ mmerɛ no wopɛ sɛ ogyina so brane wobɛfrɛ ne akyerɛ sɛ obɛsia no no wobɛka ne mmienu nyina bom mixture no ne capsules na bibia yɛ kama de ama wo number no yɛ 0240 61 60 61 0240 61 60 61 and at 0205 57 35 55 0205 57 35 55 afe so ukoja unan na humuja umwa bepato hemorrhoids koko humuja ne ko a to aduro ni binom na de free numbers no ne enkyerɛw wonum aduro na yɛsɛ ɔsɛ moja ne twa sɛ moja ne yɛ kokɔ de betwa de mo me bia ɔde ne tuntum brownish kakra ɔde ni nyina frɛ bia na typhoid yɛbɛboa wo na bibia yɛ kama
okay yɛbɛda se mo friend numbers no na mo ne mpanifo no ani enkomo Kessben television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra numbers no mo frɛ cement vital ɛbɛboa ye papa ne de keka ho enyina afei yenkonkwa abodu mienu apaunsi ma enai pepe Kessben television local source no kakra bi na yede aka nyina no yede ebeye afisem enkwa afei mo messages amode ba ye no so no yebehwe na yayi ni nyina enso de afiri ho amamo kwa miki bra na fa local source no ebreye na de ho bia no yemfa nka ho the general. How can Kessben Sports, the anchor of Ghana football, a show which features the best sports hosts and the best crew in Ghana, refuse to comment on the club licensing department documents and how they are applying their own regulations? Sir Franco Naro skipped my question last Friday. Interestingly, yesterday Mr. Bonsu, a member of the club licensing department, was monitoring the show, and instead of reacting on my dilemma as to why Hearts of Oak are playing on in a stadium approved for Category 3 matches, he reacted to a different comment. Trust me, I won't relent on this issue until Kessben Sports, the home of Ghana sports, convinces me. Good morning. Africa must reason. And anyway, and so Brian. Yeah, twice so come make a transit the local source, no, and so twice. So come names why you ready?
Am I ready?
Why ready?
Yes.
Okay. Mamimfa nana da kunso observation bi a waye and so emra na abujafo ebe kire o madwen de afa ho. Nana da kunsi. I didn't follow the show that day, but I watched a playback. Samba O'Neill is a good player, arguably the best centre back in our league. I support Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but I disagree with the assertion of your panel claiming he is above our league. Andy Uti. Every good player, every good and competitive league comes with quality players. Are they telling us that the GPL shouldn't get quality players? Are they expecting average players to play our league? Later they turn around and say the league and the players are average. When you go to the Premier League, arguably the best league in the world, we have middle team players who are better than most of the players at Madrid, Barca, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, etc. Okay, this is where nature found them, and this is where nature has found Samba O'Neill at Ghana Premier League. They have disrespected our league, and I don't think Mr. Champon will support them on this. without quality players, how can you run a competitive league to meet the standards? Wow. Another con. Osmo can simbi.
Another way can say.
Moses Samba a bro GPL no so. The quality no defense one.
Nah, you know, is that what you said? Even if we said that.
You fancy cancer.
Oh, the fancy cancer. The big clubs out there, why are they chasing Razak Simpson and those players? Why? But they are not chasing other players. What does that mean? Because on level no, but also on Kobe be caught to us. That is why Herbal that will be chasing Razak Simpson.
The opposite was at the end deserve quality players your league
no one has
and it's a quality players bem.
No one has said that.
So Obi a shiny players or bros into uncle. Now the average players in football league.
Yeah, no one has said he should leave. Is that what we said? No, we haven't said that. Kotoko, at a point Justice Blay was above the league, but he stayed. Until the honors lie on the club. And Yemi Andy. Minka said Samba Unelinka. I don't think Franco Tubu has advised that Samba should leave. I don't think any of us has advised that the likes of Emmanuel Aban, the likes of Razak Simpson.
I'm saying can be say Esenga Obo CAF Champions League.
That is what we said. And you know,
now when free one ben about CAF Champions League.
Second that first league. They should win it. It ends there. Okay. Say your players, your team Sibim, Kopama. He was in his contract that said Chelsea and Timmy are Champions League. He can leave. Eswe Tama, Liam Delapana, Chelsea, Man U Penano. And the contract mu say. So relegation I have 40 million pounds clause. You can go pay and take the player away. It's a first on the league table. If they want the player to play in the Champions League and keep him and make him happy, what should they do? Win the Premier League, win the FA Cup. One team and more Champions League, you play the Confederation Cup. You keep the player. But you know one team and this animal when you are now sitting level on stay. You know, imagine Nations FC. Shebe be a Razak Simpson Edru. Now still Nations say pray 4-5. Will he reject those calls from outside? No. It is not the creation of anybody. System no sana player ne pejana who do level bia. E also in a different platform. Na oko si na kan. Sana game no tie.
Yeah, platform the ultimate ya kan wo mu ana. The moment Abaka say wa bro ye platform so no. Na chese wo the platform na to form baby. The player be more was surprised so free mu ko body oni no de no eye level na ye de end form.
Okay, you know.
And numbers on better say
that is the sad reality. You know. Okay, the also your level no.
Yes, your GPL no. You deserve say quality players probably.
And I'm saying that I don't decide the quality player whether they should stay or leave.
The point was a Samba. Moses Samba bro your league.
It is so uncle. Kotowo can keep him. They kept Justice Blay. And I do not want to the Americans again. Yeah, fire level 1 and 2. From the fact of the matter is that we can't compare ourselves to Morocco. We can't compare ourselves to Egypt. We can't compare ourselves to South Africa. We can't compare ourselves to Tunisia. The amount of money and the platform they offer those players, we can't compare ourselves to those players. Second Bokukoi, how did he fare in the Maghrebian land? Or by any performance, let's say. And nobody is saying Samba should leave. And I'm saying that if you want Samba to be happy, if you want Frederick Casal to be happy, if you want the quality players to stay, what do? Because it's a joke. Okwa bontia, enyema ben okwa akohwe, okopesika, okwa enjoy the Africa competition and man level na sa akosoro. It is a joke. Say Ali say omubetu 5,000. Koto can talk to him here, confederation. O dey 2,000. He will stay. And then even I make a chance uncle. I'm not his manager. I'm not his agent. But the point you are making is that you know, player need show that consistent level of performance. Not deals if from Montaigne. But I said, yo, are you sure if Herbal is that? Interestingly, so almost interested in Razak Simpson and Nations can keep him. Okay. No. And the general situation it here.
Okay. And the among for our similar concerns. And Nema Abebio Michael Didi, you know others and later. Medini na Banafi. What can be almost what issues.
No problem.
Don't
beat me a question. Yes, yeah.
With the ultimate fashions. Nesma Otai can say Osia Bruchiri Abba Ghana. Yes, Abba Ghana. Kumasi Zubia. Yes.
Ghana League will be
Ghana League will be Enya Adepa Abuchi Ngwana
Adepa fata.
Yes. Enya CAF Champions League Ngwana Adepa fata.
Samba fata ho.
Yes. Inti no Kumasi nso ene Ghana nso ye fata Adepa. Inti omoro so.
Ye wade a ebetim dia kipu Adepa ne dia any problem.
Ultimate fashions na small okay. Do ko ne shop one more. Nema ye wona Abuchi ni man.
Omba okra be pebi.
Yes. I don't know. You go.
Mastercard General Mamefan to the Champions League no ejuma yie papa penne Arsenal ni Real Madrid babo na Bayern Munich and Inter Milan na nam so ma Mastercard already no me dey to jam so you be a person hwe UEFA Champions League finals ni be e Munich Germany a the yan so be issue Mastercard no March 28 to April 30th. Now you see. Mastercard be more opportunity. No wetima kwa UEFA Champions League finals no ebi no matter teams are omedu finals no or Munich 3 days or airline tickets Mastercard enebefa and naso kodru also so a ubeko stadium or baby abede nyina no Mastercard enebefa. Na Mastercard saying a free 28th of March no ekodu 30th of April bomodin for weniche Accra Mall Decathlon shop Accra Mall Decathlon shop nako na okowa ubenya adie branded Mastercard ne nyema a womo abrande wo no onsa ebetimi akabi ewo ho na makwan amotima engaging your favorite stars no ene omo edin kombo enunti na Mastercard say UEFA Champions League na koso sabre ayedru eye knockout stage ene Arsenal ni Real Madrid Herbal Bayern Munich ne Inter Milan bebo no bomaden fo ni che Mastercard wo mu buta ewo Accra Mall Decathlon shop na okwo a obohu ade papa onsa ebetimi aka enso nti Mastercard eba more opportunity na okwo UEFA Champions League no enso bi na general mamesha say na fe yemfa stories no enfambra.
Okay. Obisi, please, Joe, you were the one who brought that issue on the table. You says it looks like Samba O'Neill is above our league. So retract it. And you are wrong. The father they are chasing Razak Simpson doesn't mean he's above our league. Okay, and if you should zongo way
one if you
into the fact say Nana consider the other side is about and just or no any rights.
Why is he saying I'm wrong?
No, the man can say Ubia Cherabi, who's watching Wadri. So our nephew who's watching they say Menkas will be wrong. Menkas will be retracted. Yes, actually, I thought to have been found until those watching your phone. Another couldn't in the bar and did in the bar, made so our nephew, what's yours? Minimi zawe ka utia
mitu wasepa
utika raka nese uzi wosu
mitu wasepa ta nefi de nka wankasa and wronga nka
and wankasa me so me retract ya
wankasa retract ya nka no so ne point for making a point so bro league so nya na adwene
ye gadi akana mamamfo mu ti no
of course ombro league ni so league ni bro samba so Ghana Premier League no a bro samba so ai a bro samba so because
this coming from you no
I thought you my point.
I'm ready.
Some players be omo bru league ni so. Ya mama opportunity no omo ko agye no omo back. Omo comment mi ambo kwa mpuku kwa waba. A lot of players omo ko ano maba. Nti Chelsea league no omo mbro so.
One kaze kwa mpuku bru league so.
Those times no. Oh, make example say. Sa players na. Oh, na then say me did also so man no sa.
Yanka so bru league.
Me did what fa adira from
so kasa mutini.
What you say? You know, Sanko Fona, you can't so much no. Omukwa, they will come back. No maba. Inti mrosono. Away.
Yanka so mbruso. Yanka so pampuku bruso.
Minka pampuku. Me example say place now. Okay, Razak Simpson.
Me can say it looks like I brought any more demon on the league. No, I said the more demon was so tight. Defenders now,
and the defenders now Kaba league need the mbruso. Defenders in the but league in the I Ghana league now was so powerful.
And I won't check it.
Ma check it pa.
Go check who start. I Ghana league that.
What general?
Mama say general mama say free across the book aseye. Has a book and say ultra modern a 9 million a year secretariat has a book one more ewie and omu djumedi omu diem as so metimesi a year secretariat no ewie no. They say one more say omu de ma rent wa space e wo mu no obetimi akọ na wakọ rent bi. Nenam so master of supporters be a GDA say asam ni twetwe maso kakra because no minim say secretariat no omusi no eba be across work enko secretariat and a womo eba be ye juma enso na so say there has a book ultra modern a year make us a building omusi no womo abiem say wa per so rent baby wom obeso rent space wo mu no opportunity aba e de man so betimi akwa rent space wom ba supporters no na womo a concern say womo GDA say sa eye ultramodern eye secretariat sie no na nke ba be ye womo enso offices enso yentoa so e other stories and a Ministry for Youth and Sports and I said the sports minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams what form 7-member committee na sa 7-member committee what form no womo na eba betena sa yenhwehwemu e de afra eye abrante efen boxer ofi Nigeria ebaye ebe ball ebe kontokwa e Ghana onya ne baabi ekoye during a boxing no what form 7-member committee womo na eba be nhwehwemu na nhwehwemu no wo kyeremu a abrante na oye qualified say omo mandate to am no no e qualified say wo so timi ekontokwa no e wo Ghana say Ghana for no e twetwemu ehun say oye qualified anase onye qualified baby a oba e be kontokwa no so na kwanya da wo say obekontokwa no anase ni say obekontokwa no enso we yen the Minister for Youth and Sports and I say the Minister for Youth and Sports no wo dia to just say ni manim ye no 7-member committee no wo munya hwehwemu na a year report on the bebano, woman Timmy Enfa and Koda Nigeria for na for young Koyan Nam Soma Gabriel or Lusagunu or Yan the baby Koyano, said ye a city and so. Yet was what that stories a club licensing board, Wubeke Omoko inspection and Sana and Polomoma Quine and some of the venues yet to Messia Kain, our Ghana, your Premier League no more, the Titu Abra, a Polian the baby Koyano, or Maquine Sabre, or Bianya Yama Udom, or the venues no, and Sana and Pono, yet to me Ama Quine. Ama wesi account or relocate some of the clubs echo different venue one must sabre one more sanso akoye inspection biom one more sanso akoye inspection biom akwa BNC umunya problem bia every venue bia but nyema one GDA say ebu a catchom so mun put in place no or some sanso ko no mo kohwe san nyema no simple no one timi edisu a wo bekia one more edi safety protocols ne buy no one de betu just say club bia when disu bia no asotwe ewo ho a yebetwe waso enam so ema women's Premier League clubs edu 10 women's Premier League clubs ya twe maso a o ma breachi eye protocols no sanso ena eye Division 1 clubs so 45 and so ya twe maso se o ma time breachi protocols awodo enso ewo ho yanko National Sports Authority omo asoye National Sports Authority they say womo etu na mo womo de municipal assembly of Takwa insoyem womo no mo ekwakoye meeting ni nyina no efa eye Takwa T&A Park no ho sempo no situation it is saying se empono I was bedi National Sports Authority ninsa no mutimi eteki charge no mutimi hwe anaso mejai e stadium no edama municipal assembly no obekaya abandada no e dia municipal assembly no egi stadium no edisi omo na so mo na betima maintain stadium ni because National Sports Authority jumedia no mudi no enkonkan say aban asesam emma ya ompofankra na beteki charge eninti wo mo ne municipal assembly no ekwakoye meeting na fe e Takwa T&A Park no se ombetimi a maintaining ni ye no wo mo no mo akwa discussing enso e de free ye beto so about that story sam national teams no wo mo guso prepare the black satellite and ne wo mo ko camp chane so se ya qualify for AFCON e be so Egypt enunti coach Desmond Ofer abra team no kosi akan wa manone no wo mo ban no wasanso the team no ensanso akọ camp akọ prepare towards under 20 AFCON Ghana ya qualify ye be abekobi no and China under 15 team no wo mo su kopie mu akobo tournament wo mo ko jesa tournament no Ghana under 16 team so coach ni mekase ni odatelam tidano no ono so wo ma invite team no for tournament wo mo so kwakobo bi enso wo ho ye ko CAF asoya CAF ede ba betuja wo mama Ghana Football Association kwan obekea like Kingston the betu jam. So GDSM for the past be eco 8 years ni GFN team organize a CAF lances a course and master sabre coaches Saudi lances B in the kutomo GFN and CAF edin South so some be omenya kwan and unti baba organize CAF lances a courses and the coaches are one more lances a no one be organize courses at the momo said the beer ye betimenya lances a coaches I would drum and so our Ghana no metimi a coachy clubs no and so ebi and one outstanding game etoja between Nations FC wamo ensum and Karela and about Nations edinkunim 1-0 and then namsoma coach Kase Mengelo di tuja say odidi yes league no womani abre ononya league na obeje enunti na obo no modern e wo league no yenti ensema coach Kase Mengel wode etuja
at the top there are aiming for the ultimate. We are also aiming for the ultimate. That's why we play in the league. We are not playing for playing sake. We are preparing for the rest of the matches. We take match after the other. So, one after the other. So, we are preparing for the rest of the game. Now, we have about 9 matches to go. So, we are preparing for the rest of the game. Take match one after the other. So, we are on our preparation.
And some coach Kase Mengel what they atuja se league no womo so pa jepa coach Amenuru coach Edema Karela Boboko no was Ghana Premier League dey untimi for youth players mbo also timi nya players omo experience na audio mobo na recruitment is one yen ya enya insusanso team ni so enunti na Karela womo yamaje som kope youth players no sabre womo ebre Ghana Premier League ni mo.
Yeah, it's from the past about predecessors. Football is about recruitment, it's about the players, the quality of the players, and what you have. So if you joke with that side of the game, then you will get punished. And so I think that they are not a bad side. The players, but most of them are inexperienced, and most of them too are young players. So if they have 1 or 2 seasons, I think that they will do better. But the Premier is not for young players.
Sema coach Ade Emma Karela Amenuru wode atuja executive council member na Nodro Safo ene ekobusan say so far we are part of Ket ES administration wo mo eye adwuma na Ket ES okreku eye president no die mpa no bekam e de afa ho wo mu dwumedi wo mu di no be assess o mo sen ba ya assess o mo keka ko 8 years no sen eno mu dwumedi ne sitie na Nodro Safo nchirima o de ma ye nie
Ket okreku, to be frank with you, we all had problems. Ghanaians had problems with the national teams, especially the Black Stars. The performance dwindling. Until now, the BLBS was doing attempt. But Ketokoko is not there only for the Black Stars. He's there for Ghana football. Unfortunately, your league also suffer. Our league is suffering because of the economy. Companies are not prepared to put money to leverage for advertisements in football. Now, Ket, or by the fundamentals. When you look at the Ghana Football Association as an institution, it's something that everybody would like to touch. Like, Ebiana said, you bought waffle, Ghana. Countries I did reference by reference near catch them young. We started catching them young, Ghana. What do you say? Yeah, FNA or Hono in your HR department. Uba workers and Uba workers here, we are things have changed in terms of administration. You're all building a home, and they are reviving building, they're renovating, they are here, marketing, national team, communication, and then IT session. So we have 2 sessions all together. You know, Kasen, the Herbal Gatanga, Tenka Center or you know, there were Leeds Football Academy, Poligatanga, Prempeh College, and Accra Academy, Achimota College. Ukosha Pram, as at the time we went to Pram, as an idea. Because 80 minutes are 20 acres of the land. But then I registered my year. But when we came, I went and then started negotiation with the new owner, with Pram. Then the owners of the land came to me and said, land near Papa and I entered into myself and Frank Nelson and other groups. Negotiate in there 100 acres now it means a J for sports. You can't say 100 acres. Or money class and a valuation. We are 67.24 acres. They are registered in the name of that association. So I think that people have done a lot in terms of administrative work. But national team and but Basel, and I think when it's coming up, it will affect the local league.
Where someone and that's the bossro, what they at Tuja, was also the source. Someone for you must say, Esco Juma idea, woman you who, and a sika, and a woman a free or was Esco Jumano, and not from a Juma woman, omiti meeting, be 8 hours, no matter so to a year meeting. Our more for commitment for some football, no, it me a tumpon.
Very, 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 very different. In the sense, you have to take certain decisions. And when you take those decisions, and you come to communicate the decision to the public, you are insulted. Now, Nanka anti-say, but GF, election, 2019 election, and a reference say election. Until after that, and they became this we and them. I say, my team, until even it came all to the media. In the media, your nipa I say, of the team, she said, Mickey, a man for say, or pets, and others know where they belong. Now, whether good or bad, they will speak against you. Now, ESCO meetings, sometimes you don't have to do ESCO meetings to travel for 3 hours. But sometimes we do ESCO meeting that travels for 6 hours to 8 hours. 6 hours or 8 hours, ESCO meeting. What I say? Sometimes we do it on Zoom. Now Zoom look at the airtime. Yes, Zoom meeting it takes 6 hours. Now we see data. Your my credit is a cabo credit move on your course. But she data. You take decisions. Yeah, Baba football man, Papa Ba, Onkao, you lose matches. The whole ESCO goes down. But here is a case but that shouldn't be the case. Because the management committee were appointed by the ESCO. The technical committee was revamped by ESCO. What I say? And everything that went on where then, ESCO have a hand in it. And it's very difficult. And too crying, Ebia, Sekebia de Bemau, Ebia go 4 or 5 days, Sekebia de Bemau, Kawo Kaya, and Kebia commit my Yuma Abuso. But we teach channel do what I'm saying, most coming. It's unfortunate. That's good man.
Nano dro safo nensema wodwa wode atuja enso enonom. Heba so krim ye krim bema na UC bema ni obehye ho bantem bema ni obehye ntimi mobile ninje bema ni obehye oba no kwa wonsansum ba biom eye problem na wo face kope heba so krim ni bi na apply obe apply kitu bi e penis no ho after 30 minutes no akwa washe na chese bredu se woni oba no eba be shim na wo apply heba so krim ni wi a ho na be hu enigi a ebeba oni oba ni ntem heba so krim uyusu a wonya any side effect bia because empty agiatum se bema de obetima yisu heba so krim no but make sure say obe apply no kitu bi e penis no after 30 minutes no akwa washe any drugstore chemical shop bi abeko bia no obenya heba so krim ni bia to woko ne wanya bia o de bredum Acid House, Oba Benyabi. Your number is 0244 750 510. 0244 750 510. Offer number way so yebejo so na enu din komo. MTN everywhere you go. Asem denaba MTN say dear. Eswa dem. My Momo app no. But mo di download my Momo app ni bi. O download my Momo app na. Zero charges. Zero charges. Men could dial *170# Nako u Play Store ho, nako downloadi my Momo app no, zero charges and all. Se so de asem de aba Momo so zero e-levy deduction. Zero e-levy deductions. We asem da MTN for say yemfa nto obi bia nim. No bu okra na buy say zero e-levy deductions. So yateno MTN say mane how usika na tie no wo me de beba back amanfo wo de tie sika nyina no wo mu tie sika de mom obetima send 1 Ghana cedi 10 Ghana cedis 1000 Ghana cedis 5000 Ghana cedis 20 Ghana cedis and I say 300,000 Ghana cedis zero e-levy deductions. We MTN everywhere you go to download the app ni bi MTN for zero charges no na osanso enjoy zero e-levy deduction no MTN so wunya we bebia MTN everywhere you go baby abekobia no obetime su MTN or Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly and say dear marriage registry no akwako piemu enso ewo Rotary Park in Chanwa ehoni bia ewo enunti hyene nso se certificate bia fa wade yem bia open hu nkyiremu a memma aye middleman bia ndi wenim wafo ni che Rotary Park in Chanwa nakọ uyo bia ope customary marriage certificate a 102 Ghana cedis pe ordinance marriage certificate a 242 customary divorce certificate no a 350 pe search for loss certificate o certificate no ayira o hwehwe bomade koye ho braya soye 52 Ghana cedis certified true copy certificate a 102 authentication of marriage certificate a 50 Ghana unya we o babia memma middleman bia nju sika se oboaw ama saka certificate debi koye Rotary Park marriage registry no ho ye juma fiti juada enkoduru fiada 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. opemu nchemu bia number nie 0592 565959 Ba Herbal Hospital so ko Ba Herbal Hospital juma ye die ewo ho nie ye dompeni kasemo juma obi a dompeni wo problem wom o kasa no problem wom ba na wosoko because udru ba wode haban na bekyekere so wontwe nsa no wontwe nan no aban na de bekyekere so ama udompe no akesi ani edema enu nti wechi nkase no eye wo ya wonsa no ato afa ho anaso wada wonsa so unya pains wom arthritis na how ubonu wonya injury wom unya kankwehie bi wonya bone problem anaso finger no akwako wo baby ememu eye wo ya anaso unya severe pains ewo bones no mu a uni baby akọ Ba Herbal Hospital and wasa woko anaso we be owo gonorrhea owo syphilis owo stroke Ba Herbal Hospital and not when you diabetes 7 periods crobia to a chronic cop for ba ye betu asia the amount you Herbal Hospital ewo Atonswagogo behind Atonswagogo Hospital no and answer inquiry there was Pinterest Road no 18 junction your number is 0244 988 004 0244 988 004 Jabin Urabank PLC since 1984 and a Jabin Urabank PLC a juma yes sabre uyo bia uya fix opeso ye fixed deposit na nyam faso so between 3 to 6 months ubenye sika mfaso beba so e the amount ye wa hotoso investment promotion and so savings account current accounts dachinti account and abeso bia for when che Dwabeura bank na ebe boaw amanyama kosuye edema January yemfa ensi hanomo
okay mamimfa mienu bi emfam tentem na menko Dr. Naro or na local service kakra kano yensan enwuram kakra emfa emamo me hwe way some questions need not to be asked. So who has Odro for how he sees CAF administration? This question is like asking Mr. Sedunketia how he sees JM's government. Odro Safo says the league is suffering because of the economy. Hey, how and when did he realize this? Can he help me how Ghana's economy was in these years? 2003 when ABC Golden Liger were title sponsors of the league. 2004 when both Asante Kotoko and Hacho Folk got to the play the Confederation Cup final. Kinafama League and others. Those days when Ghanaian players were sold at very high prices and others. Okay, ewa mintimi emfadi akano and twaso. This current administration is even lucky after the introduction of FIFA Forward in 2016 to help in domestic competitions. ababio ɛdeɛ ɛno nso memfa dididie ɛntoa so na afei doc also brem kakra ɛma yɛn. I think Dreams FC coach Karim Zito is quietly doing a wonderful job with his team. This is a team that was battling seriously with relegation, but now Dreams FC is lying 8th and have 5 points away from the top 4. Again, the coaches occupying our GPL top 4 are Dr. Ogum, Frimpong Mansu, Kasim Mingle, and Bashir Hayford. But these coaches have enormous experience and knowledge in the league. So I want to believe that we're going to witness a photo-finish league this year. Finally, Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans should learn from the massive attendance that we saw at Kwando Sports Stadium. I don't think the Heart of Lions is doing better than Asante Kotoko. But the stadium was almost full. Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans are obliged to complain as it is done everywhere. But that shouldn't affect what they must do as fans for the club. DD. All right. Issues I hold on my church and my drain day. Look, I'm also.
General, Nyedin Kaino, Honorable Kofi Adams, ne committee are obetino investigate the death of Gabriel Oluwasegun, that Nigerian boxer Obekunwana, Ocean Kwa ring him. I think say a idea who be here pa see a base because boxing one area Ghana Ubienim say Yaji and Dinye. Now luckily we have a sports minister who is also a boxing enthusiast. But unfortunately, the death of that Nigerian guy, Utie, the Nigeria Unboxing Federation, Omo accused, they are pointing accusing fingers at Ghana Boxing Authority. Say Omona any shisha so amfani emengu Emma Branty binya niwu ewo ringing him. And I think say for as a country, I agree with the minister, say a better committee. Now committee, the members of the committee are very, very important. We need very credible people with integrity and ability. So between that proper investigation. Because in boxing bouts, General, say sure you need all the protocols if it's not properly followed. And Ghana, we are on record say you baby boxers be na omuntu passing medical tests outside Ghana to fight, but they sat in Ghana and fought several fights in Ghana. You had a good number of boxers in here. Some boxers are like Okabonte Africa ya krana until pass it through the medical test. And so not Ghana have come boxing. A baby into unfortunate incident here see it's also an advantage to go through the processes into investigation on person at long last GFNA clearance some organize CAF license A course. Only coaches in the Dinkoma na ya de how mu pa because coach bi how to say oh boy Juma pa and so still CAF license B only A and into ni akwanya so coach Premier League side course no so a ebi ma and wakase because akwaye no upgrade. If I am correct, over 8 years now omunye that course in utie the requirements so and kaunya o CAF license unya license B no na we are wodi adwuma 2 years pa you qualify to sit for the license A no but because omun run course in no and for the B na ye adwuma for over 8 years omunya the chance I think say is very good news. Say CAF GFA clearance to do the license A very soon. Utia first nine common so your license GFA records your license A for be but a good number of them had a license. They are the PE teachers or which they were SHS near there among farm practicing professionally. And this license B no A or mobile so B now I'm practicing professionally. Niamfan so secondary school be near there and here you don't qualify to do it. General Ura Kasim Mingle and Semna Okano. Honestly, per their victory yesterday, Nations is also in contention for the Premier League. So he's right in saying say Omonso Heni Muse Premier League, you know, ɔmo betumi agye bi because general sɛ wobɔ league na yabɔ mfansa 25 games with 9 games to go and we are just 4 points from the topper, then you are in contention for the league. So as we speak now, no, nations, the unfortunate thing for nations is sometimes they lose some games, especially at home, but where they are now, I think said they are also in a strong contention for the Premier League. So I agree with him. Say a doable. Say nations feels almost to Major League now. A year they are definitely in contention for it. My final comment will be Nkomudi Aura Udru Safo and so the two Jano. Sometimes Mr. Udru Safo Nana Sibushru do and Nana Otien who well there. Meaning so we will concern say why do you ask Udru Safo to assess Ketokraku's administration because it's part? Yes, sometimes you need to give people opportunity to explain themselves and give their opinion about Onuampu Ejuma. Mekai president near the CNN, they will ask you questions about even one Kasawa achievement. So it's not wrong for anybody to interview Drew Safo about a modema Ketin in the team no able. Now, Omeki, one interesting contradicting statement. One, or say, yɛn football no company sɛ wokuroma sei ɛna ɛmpɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛ sponsor yɛn league no ama sponsorship ho ayɛ den ebi wɔ sɛ everybody wants to associate obiara pɛ sɛ ɔde ne ho tale yɛn football no sɛ de minim ne sɛ ade a brand a obiara wɔn ɛpɛ sɛ associate ne ho with no it is easy to get sponsorship for such brand. So if indeed obiara pɛ sɛ ɔde ne ho fare for yɛ football ɛde ne ho brand ɛtae football ne deɛ and then nneɛma tu either sɛ wɔn a yɛahyɛ ɔmo yɛama ɔmo dwumadi anaa tumi de ama ɔmo sɛ ɔmo mfa mpɛ sponsorship for your league no wɔn na ɛnim pɛ anaasɛ yɛ league na ɛnyɛ nkurɔfoɔ akɔ no. But I'm tempted to believe say companies in Ghana ɛnyɛ adeɛ sɛ yɛ league no ɛyɛ ɔmo akɔ no because nkɔmmɔdi a ɛwɔ yɛ league no ho no ɛnyɛ akɔ no woyɛ no firi hɔ no ma resource a yɛ league no de ma yɛn any football in total. A brebe na Black Stars gyina na super and general na ote eye rice master Guinness ubeti we bebre etimi tetiba ne bia beso eye the lower clubs no lower teams the national teams no any even club football enti indeed it's a bona enkoyi no eno na ama sponsorship no ne ade no emma nana sibosuru eka omo achievement. You know, the achievement of Bosunina, there are things that will benefit the FA, but not the customers or the patrons of football in this country. We can't conform patronizing football in this country. Football, you hear the ma fans, no? You hear the many panel, mushe football, no? And to say why your secretariat? What's the pram? What could you pram as I say? Why ICT lab? Sani man are boning in ano. Sebi. And for so bang at the brain, Crawford do football or maim. What? Yes, you've done the ICT lab, you've done this. Of what benefit is it to the lovers of football in the country? Oko GFA, Omo Secretariat, once we are parking car, we are parking a car. Car no ma park or GFA Secretariat in general. A dear for so, and a day bread. One would do football at you or ma'am. Sir, when your baby, why your secretariat fine? Crawford the Dakar Muda Paki Omuka or GFA Secretariat, Makoya Pram. It's all well and good. But we want to see it being translated into results on the field, which will make people happy, which will make clubs and Crawford Mudo Musica, Ashe football, Momo Boka, Debia Dishe football mono. Ese etimi sane ba form ne dem fa so bre wo mo sane ma na okeka no e dem fa so na de bebra mo fa janto e den na de bebre bia mo sisa ma paka owners of clubs what would that benefit ben na de bebre omo ye coast clubs and sane ma no. Yes, it's good to put your house in order, but if you're able to do that as I say a bathroom now okay be said the kete and say only foundations general. What your 4 years term? You are still laying foundations. After 4 years in office, you are in your second term, our second term, no, our second year, you are still talking about foundations when you have maximum of 8 years. Because ideally, say to Obama of 4 years are near also obey our manifesto. It is expected within that 4 years. And it is our 4 years no crananye cran can be our first year and our second year. You use it to lay the supposed foundations. But so yeah, who foundations, you know, one man build the foundations in we and peja every 4 terms every 4 years, sorry, every you are in your second term or second term what you have. People are still talking about laying foundations.
They are all lay for others to continue. From maybe or free, you know.
You see,
foundation.
Then as somebody say, and near my church or manifesto, Miss Obayeno, what can they Katan Crofweni?
There's a manifesto, they know behind a really now.
You can't finish everything.
Most of them are.
Yes, but you should be able to do at least more than two tests of your manifesto promises. But if you are still talking about laying foundations after 6 years in office at the Braka. Now, the Amaka cry, Nanasi Busru say, Esco Fono, Omubre, Omunya Sika, a Juana den Ufaka Kwaha, no Afaka Kwaha, na Bresa, Nana, Wadama, Unimi Minimo. Yamiadum, Nkana unim say, Sabre in a saa brɛ no unya ho sika nka we first time na baby atra and I say you are in your second term
unya third term
nana ubeko nana sibosuru udro safo
so brene kankwa
na mobo dia wo ka kire ye no no brene kankwa
na meetings ni ho credit kura munya bi
credit kura unya
na shisa unya ka preview kankwa
4,000 abusumi ye de mam
ba chance ni beto hope mo be pre akọ di intra
you told the whole country oh sir, if it's in your first time now can say we are tremia at least me first so me no apanyi oduro safo na onim se na neti enke bia nko anye ne senti bia onko biem nti let me give my senior brother the benefit of the doubt.
Parliamentarians, yeah.
But
General, bribe ombetua ama delegates.
Bribe keke. Enimo mbeyeno. Enimo mbeyeno.
I was a video. And so bribe ombetua ama delegates.
Are you serious?
150, 130, 120. Ubi abenyane de.
Akwantu edi sike sha ni nyina echi. Na no do safu. What's still what's our second term?
Do not say something now.
There be more so.
One
cry say what's our fresh more.
Benkaza say no today.
All right, first term, second term. You look nicer.
All right. Me call Daoud Herbal. Na mafa almost message kakra. Yeba. The Academical and the Kem. Yenche. Daoud.
And we are not for the friend Dr. Daoud. Mena meda Daoud Herbal Hospital ano. Na enna meso enna ne Daoud ointment. Daoud 360 capsules wodwa manso a enne obi adi hu adanse. Na du wei edutwem. Daoud ointment. O se fetwi na ebeko. Ofa Daoud 360 capsules o se sisi na ade ewom. Na drum yenu wei adwuma bom. Obi a osisi ye o ya pa de obey ne say wo de Daoud ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na wo de bia bo asawa obetimi de atua wo dware wi a fa Daoud ointment wo de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Daoud 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane wo de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Daoud ointment edrowe me straighten and well done. The toda me pojuma na me honam nyina me hu bibie enye ba se minya sa Daoud ointment we na me twitwia na no paso minya Daoud 360 na me no mo eze kware me ye adwuma kra se kane no te do we de edi masema ma na be di so asema ma
electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Daoud ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Daoud ointment fa twi keke nebeko
Ram use mama hode pa ma metimi bo adwuma bibia e Daoud 360 capsules and a Daoud ointment on memory we no now the way no twitwi wa apostle e ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de extra to be bodwuma Dawood ultimate fatwi na ebeko
da bia amafo compare de wo ka musa akospeda me secret anu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ultimate ene papa me sori anopa me di twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebre secret ni nie ti so person ti sem ya we use Dawood ultimate. That's the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist. Ejuma me ye. En kan na me pega dia, na me nsakura antimi pega. And I say me ma dia so na lock me sisi. She say fi say me share Dawood 360 capsules. And the Dawood ultimate. Abo me bebre the drive na so amente ya mente blebia. Obia mo modern so betimi ape Dawood ultimate. And the Dawood 360 capsules. Enya bi ato.
Odofo se watibi. Adro ya meka ho asem no. Eno ho adanse ene wono madi no. Ko pharmacy e ben wo. Herbal shop e ben wo. Ne koto Dawood ointment. Dawood 360 capsules. Na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no. Wo so be di ho adanse. Wo pesa wo frɛ ya. Eno na wo screen ase no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717. Baby, I ton a draw on my gun and Mubiano, or the house open Dawood ointment and a Dawood 360 capsules.
Men 93.3, Kessben 92.9. Accra. Andy Kem. They can mami fama when I'm ready with my.
Okay, you know, na DDA can about Dreams FC and then Coach Karim Zito. Now, you know, out of 8 games, which is 24 points, Dreams FC now 20 points. That is in 2025. Game Omulusu here was a game against Legon Cities on 19th January. A free time ni be seen there. Out of the 8 games, Oma Bono, Oma winning Makumaku 6.
Okay.
And Oma drew 2. Into a chess the start now no more brand no multi games no. Now more share how Coach Karim Zito will arrange the team and gradually after arranging the team very well, he looks at it said guys no put you almost together and any experience. And then I'm and the dreams are Barbie drew the 8th position in the Ghana Premier League. Into I think the Dreams FC and Coach Karim Zito have done really, really well. You know, on the issue of Nanodo Safasem, there will be any message, you know. One in himself, he was cow. Into Omunahe, and dear, Mon Casa, some says a Frankunaro kind. Mon Casa, almost sank quite or papa. To see a castle Munko 10th term cry, they'll be running helter skelter to fall for same position. Into esco position in your position abekaze unyahre na ye ne etu ehun ache eni nya 4000 pe eni nya say no they really enjoy almost sankwan na hon so ede sika bebrebe free FIFA ban de no enya sika ketwa nti esco members
ba nya mbotom na eko
but you know whichever way di nti na ye kwa betwa
omo de adwuma
Ghana adwuma be no maiwa
oh
you know your ball is there be ayo
tu
manhole
the last ball near the omotutu pram ne ma hodo omo ye no se FIFA scanner bi
ball ya tutu TV see ya di no asenka yo musika ko mo nye sa ball no nti the issue is that the ESCO really benefit and they really enjoy. It is the reason why when they get to the elections we lobby omo na mo ye campaign e no aduma wo nyehwe wo do unkwan beto chacha from nkra besia akọ doma akọ ye campaign
etu ho ache
you krom do na do ye aduma tu no che okroma
dom wo ma Ghana football
ESCO members no obi a no Ghana football obi en ho do Ghana football including the president obi a no Ghana football aduma no mo ye and they are benefiting from the work
obi no odo Ghana football dina Ghana wan go adwuma to
obi oba ba ye adwuma ni bia no no Ghana football
di odo
sikanti no ko
dina wan krom ko ye adwuma so odo ntia hwan
to bi obeko bia
se odo na wo free ankra be sene kodoma ekoye campaign se odo na dina ko wo ko emu
including omo person omo ko ho ni na
opia is kentia
George free
dina opia is kentia no odo be
is kentia no
dina no mkokoye odo be odo Ghana football
wow
opia is Ghana have position from politics to football. Anybody that want to attain position, it is because of money. And no, one do football. Who the football say? Who the footballer faculty team that name? You know, obi or person or that position. Esika ni akonya enwa who
nese bia okoso ko
oh say who the football. You know there be the issue between ukoye and ye and no do need two different things. Who the football there? None of the school members say
yan kan so mba be football ni so
that is a different
topic. Somebody football ye.
That is a different topic.
Entina omo ho sesi.
Omo ho sesi. Yes. Omo ntre what they've done in 6 years. So no ni adwe omo de buy are fine. But what they've done in 6 years.
Okay.
Omo ntre say omo person omo ye football.
Don't say oh ko ho anacha e bia person ko ye football ni ye na onya bibi South Africa.
Yes.
Enundra.
That is another ubetimi aside sister. I won't argue with that. But I'm saying that in 6 years, although Safu said they are building fundamentals. You know, all 6 coaches in as under 17 coaches in 6 years. What fundamentals are you building? They are not building anything.
Okay.
Now, on the issue of you know, a honor, building, home building, and I'm there. Your ball is a company be up as or Babes and need to sell the baby boy who boy, you need one that's
birthdays kakra and Nesopoku, Dr. Nesopoku birthday, the Wimus, the Somalian Boga, Malian Boga, and Wimus birthday, Wimus na. Oh yeah, Director of Communications, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, or Dr. Kiki Support time,
yeah.
I am Mokai Wimus, no, Dr. Enesopoku, and the birthday, young wishing happy birthday, Doc. Show me you, this is the dollar and OD or UN. Until you show me now, bar, what's me, Abedi, Nibi be action, come up, Enesopoku. Happy birthday. Mama wish you win so pato land service ashtown anyway ebreme CCI Rita aniwa we are adding listen of Kessben FM Rita and so birthday my young wish you happy birthday. What support to your outreach programs ye papa CCI eneminya Santiano Rita my young wish also happy birthday nyakopo show. Onyo kese na obi bia obeyi bia no enye kama pa Rita happy birthday
General Ameko Amekoma himfie na African child of Kumo fame and we say yem wish Enoama of Amekoma himfie a very happy birthday. Nti Enoama special happy birthday to you.
Okay. We free Kumo
African child.
All right. Let's see my breaking news and so atwaso amai. No 9 yensan hia ewo extra time dwumedie no eso. Ye de masepa. Was a prophetess on any domino ewu.